I'll mute the audio too, because I don't need it right now.
Hello,
Okay.
everyone. Welcome, welcome. I am so excited because this is our eighth interview, and it is our second interview with a VTuber. And today's interview is with.
Ah, was I supposed to cue in there? Dizzy! Hello!
Hello, Dizzy. Nice to have you
Howdy.
here.
Good to be
I
here.
love to do these interviews. They're so fun. I want to give a disclaimer. I don't do these interviews for viewers. I don't do these interviews for anything of that matter. The only reason I do these interviews is for other streamers to be comfortable in public speaking, being comfortable in their own skin, and just having a one-on-one chat. This is not like a formal interview where I ask A to B, Z questions. This is actually two friends hanging out, drinking a cup of coffee, chatting without the coffee, basically. So yeah.
I was like, wait, should I have gotten coffee?
No, you don't need coffee. But do you have a water to stay hydrated?
I do have that. I will go grab that. It is 2 feet from me. Hold on.
So yes, I love doing
I
these.
have the hydration.
Perfect. So yes, I love doing these interviews. We skipped an intro because we are running 14 minutes late, and that was my fault because my computer overheated and crashed. But luckily, it's working. Also, thank you for the 130 stream streak. That's phenomenal. But yeah, Dizzy.
Hi.
Just to start off with, what? Oh man, I don't want to start with that question. That's so boring. This is my first time talking to you for the first time. This is
Mhm.
generally me just getting to know you without like actually talking with you and stuff.
Okay.
So give the chat a little bit about yourself. Like, what are you all about?
Hi, chat. My name is Dizzy. I am one of the raiders here at the 404 Outpost. I'm usually people's guide to the gaming wastelands. We trek the garbage content on our journey for me to become Lord of the Wasteland. Basically, we go out, play video games, meet friends, share stories, have a lot of fun, play a lot of stuff. I noticed that at the beginning of my stream that a lot of people used to come in and just hang out with each other. They'd forget I was there. And I really enjoyed that. And so I built my stream kind of around people who would just come in and hang out with each other and just share stories and then go on their merry way to wherever they needed to go. And I liked being part of that.
Yeah, continue talking.
Yeah, continue talking. uh, Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a variety streamer. I like to play a very specific niche of stuff. So I like playing horror games and Valorant, and that's about it. Um, I do like Valorant mostly because I get to meet a bunch of new people, make a bunch of friends, and play a game that I really love. And I also like horror games because I love stories. I like being scared, and I don't think I make clips from being scared. I think I make more clips from making jokes about the games because I am very I don't take anything seriously, so I have a lot of fun like poking little things at a bunch of games. I've been streaming for a little bit, but I took a long hiatus. I used to do fairly well, but then IRL stuff happened, and I haven't really been streaming. I used to be. Well, I'll let you ask a bunch of more questions. I think I'll save it.
No, keep
I'll let you
talking.
lead.
No, it's fine.
Oh, keep going. So I was a flesh tuber at the very beginning. I enjoyed it a lot. I started off as a PNG tuber technically because I didn't have a webcam, and then when I got one, I was flesh tubing. I enjoyed that very much, but then it got really exhausting having to always like, change every day. You don't want to be in the same clothes every day. Always trying to make sure that like you don't look boring on stream, making sure the background is nice. One time I had my Christmas tree up for 7 months, so that was like a running thing. And so I decided one day, like, a friend of mine started VTubing. She showed me how to make my own model, and I went and found a bunch of free assets, threw them together, and created me. And then I enjoyed it because I didn't really have to get ready, and I could just be myself without having to worry about like how everything behind me looks, looking presentable. I have no issues being an IRL streamer. I just felt it was much more comfortable and easier for me to just start VTubing. And so that's why I did that. Slowly but surely, he's gotten better over time, my avatar. This is all still free stuff, things that I'm learning here and there. And since then, I started building my stream around that. Originally, I used to stream Overwatch every day. I used to stream like 2 times a day, in the morning and then at night, and that's how I built my following. But then when I started streaming, because I streamed with a group of friends, we'd stream Overwatch, and I built my stream around Sombra, and I wanted Sombra to be my mascot. So you'll see me spam her as my emojis. Some of my voice lines for the alerts are still Sombra. And then when I switched over to Valorant, I realized that Carolina Ravaza also voiced Raze. So my dream is to have Carolina herself voice my lines one day. And I started to shift away from having Sombra be my mascot, and I'm starting to brand myself as my own little character. So yeah, mostly cyberpunk. Think of like cyberpunk and Mad Max and smash them together. That's my whole aesthetic. And I'm slowly building it. I'm still kind of just doing everything for free right now. I'm not an artist. I'm not anything fancy. So slowly but surely. Okay.
That's fascinating. No, so I do understand the fact about being in the comfort in your own skin, especially like when you stream. It gets a little overwhelming and intimidating and tiring because nobody understands like the mental drain of streaming. Like there's some days that you just need a mental break to like get away from everything, and then you get the mental break of getting away from everything by playing games. But then just things happen, and people don't understand that. And I see the comfort of VTubing, but there's still so much controversy, and there's so much what's the word, debates when it comes to being a PNG tuber, a VTuber, a professional VTuber. What is a professional VTuber to you?
I think the word professional is fairly simple. You get paid to do what you love, right? So if you're making money, you're a professional. Now, I think a lot of people probably put that in a box and say professional streamers are those big name peoples, but I've come across so many amazing streamers who make a good income. They're not relatively big, they're not relatively known, but they love what they do, and I consider them to be professional streamers. I learn a lot from them. I get to be in their chat and talk to them. I think that the word professional can have some negative connotations. I just think you should just stream if you want to stream, if you feel like it makes you happy. It's my safe space. It's a time that I get to run away from the realities of life and just play games and talk to people. And if I make money, cool. If I don't, that's fine too. Because at the end of the day, if you're not enjoying what you do, it doesn't matter how much money comes in, you're gonna hate it eventually and leave or do something else, right? So just if don't listen to what other people describe as this certain niche. If you want to be a VTuber, try it. If you don't like it, then you're good. I watched a interview recently that actually Streamladder held with I believe his name is Sens, and Sens said, like, honestly, don't go all in. Just try it a couple times. Do a PNG tuber. Those are relatively cheap if you need someone to create your model. See if you even like it. And then after that, if you don't like it, move on to something else. Don't worry what everyone else is doing. I follow amazing VTubers, and most of them are independent. They are not part of any agency. They're not part of any team. They did it all on their own, and they're not relatively known. They're just in their own little niche, and that's how you should feel about it. If I'm speaking, of course, as if chat is wondering if they should VTube. Hopefully that answered that.
No, that's excellent. answer, an excellent point of view, because, like I said, a lot of people do struggle when it comes to making assets or getting assets, because everyone think that being a VTuber is expensive, and to an extent, it is extremely expensive. Not only with
Hmm.
money wise, but time wise, because you make a VTuber, you brand yourself. Your little avatar has a lore story. Does your avatar have lore? And if so, would you like to share it with us?
Yeah, I am in my own lore, I'm a hacker, and I have traveled the wastelands. The wastelands are what basically it's the internet, and we refer to it as the wastelands. Why? Because it's insane the amount of things that are on it, and just random games, movies, videos, everything, all this information, and you run into people randomly on your journey to whatever you're doing. So that's what I call it. 404 is the name. Stands for like the error code, and when we first started streaming, I came up with that because we have garbage content. It was trash. We had nothing going on, and so I used to say that like internet wasteland sounds about right. Absolutely. And so what basically we were saying is that if you were looking for quality content, it can't be found here. Hence the 404. And I was watching and learning how to be a streamer, and they told me to brand myself, so I came up with that. And then when it comes to my chat, I call them the survivors because they survived the wastelands and they found me somehow out in the wastelands, right? And there's a little bit deeper lore, nothing story wise. I just like I'm just someone that popped up on your feed, like, hi, I'll help you out if you're looking for something to do. I can point you in the right direction. If you want to hang out a little bit and just need someone to wind down with, I can tell you some stories, quote unquote. Stories are what I call my games and stuff. And then there's only one other part of my lore that's interesting, I think, is that there's levels of ranks within my own world. It goes from raiders to let's see to I have to pull it up. See, I'm not even that good with my own lore. But in my there's I think 6 ranks, and I am at the bottom of it, so I'm not even that high in my own lore in essence. So if I go here to my roles in my server, and then I choose it, roles, I have raiders, battleheads, war chiefs, which are above them, crusade priests, and lords of the wasteland. So in my own little world, in my own little lore, there are levels of certain streamers, there are levels of certain people that come in, people in the chat, survivors in the Discord, and they can rank up. In my own lore, I'm only a raider. I'm at the very bottom because I have attached different achievements to all the other ranks. So Lord of the Wasteland would be even above partner. And I have created that for myself, and I hope to share that with my chat one day. So every time I achieve something, like I believe Crusade Priest would be hitting partner, I get to share it with my chat. And then my model would change according to that. I'll add little things here and there, maybe like some badges, etc., etc. Hope that makes sense. Sorry, kind of rambled there, but your jacket looks like Organization 13 from Kingdom Hearts. When I first started streaming, it was all Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts. And so I really enjoyed the design of it, very techwear style. And so I adopted a lot of techwear fashion. So I'm glad you see that. Okay, yeah, that's my lore.
So you mentioned Wasteland and Raiders and stuff like that. Are you into the games series of Borderlands?
Into is would be strong, a little too strong of a word. I love the Borderlands series, but I've only played number 2, and I've only watched a little bit of the actual content being made from it, so I don't know much about Borderlands. Borderlands isn't as cyberpunky as what I'm referring to, but it's very close, very close.
The Wastelands, that's what just reminded me, and the Raiders and stuff like that. Otherwise, the hacking thing, that's
Gotcha.
like more of like a cyberpunk kind of thing.
I got it mostly Mad Max.
Gotcha. So what's with the name Dizzy underscore Angelus?
My real name. hmm
Wait, your real name is
Angelus.
actually Dizzy?
My real last name, and then Dizzy is my nickname since I was a kid.
Oh, okay. That's
hmm
so you just like basically have a fake little avatar and then you add your actual real life name to your branding.
hmm
No, that's
Very simple.
yeah. I think it's a simple way of doing it, especially that you won't get lost in yourself. But why the
Hmm.
underscore? Let me guess. Was Dizzy Angelus already taken without the underscore?
No, I don't even remember. I just put it because I thought I was part of like some Instagram era type stuff where like if you wanted to differentiate yourself, you would put an underscore somewhere, and I
Okay,
just wanted to absolutely make sure that no one was close to my name, so I just put an underscore in between it.
that's accurate. My name used to be uh Ale. What was my name? Oh my gosh, I've changed my. I had 12 Instagram accounts. So one Instagram was before I became I am Ale Dream. It was Ale Dream underscore, and then
Hmm.
because there was Ale Dream alone was taken, so I had to put an underscore, and then I remember it was Ale Dream 29, same name as my old Discord name. And then now my gaming one's Alejim Game On, which is my Twitch name because when I was in Facebook, I was Alejim Gaming Zone. And I still don't remember how I came up with Alejim Game On. I don't know. It rings though. It goes good, so it's interesting. I don't know.
That is so real for having multiple accounts. I still have multiple accounts, and I've changed my name so many times. Hmm.
No, but I have multiple accounts because of hackers and they're frustrating,
Unfortunate.
especially
I know how that
Instagram.
goes.
If you hit a certain amount of followers, you get DMs and they promise you things. And you're naive and oblivious and you're new to the social media world. Now I know. So you don't trust those. You just block them immediately, ignore and go on with your day.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
I
So
may have fallen victim to a couple, so I feel you.
I think everyone did once in their lifetime. So, Dizzy, what got
Hmm.
you into streaming and what year did you start streaming? And I'm gonna take a guess. Was it the COVID year?
Uh, um, so I'm gonna. I feel like I have 14 answers all at once trying to come out. Okay, first off, I said it earlier. I started back in like 2016.
Oh,
Because we were playing Overwatch at the time.
thank goodness.
During COVID, I wasn't streaming at all. Like
Ooh.
I had completely stopped. By that time, I think I stopped streaming around like 2018 maybe,
Oh, so
and
the
then just.
opposite then. So basically, you
Mhm.
were before that, and then during COVID, you didn't take advantage. You were just away from everything. You isolated yourself.
COVID didn't really change my life, like, at all. Like, nothing, it didn't really feel any different to me. So, I had stopped streaming for a completely unrelated reason, and then COVID happened, and then, why did I start streaming again? I did stream, like, in the middle of something over there, but I forgot why. I started streaming Yu-Gi-Oh! And Mortal Kombat, and then Resident Evil and Kingdom Hearts, but, like, I don't think there was any specific reason. I just wanted to start streaming again because I missed it. I missed all my friends. I missed seeing everyone in chat. I missed like watching people hang out with each other. I missed like the Discord times where people would just spam each other in the middle of the night. I have so many stories. I'll tell you one in a second. Don't let me forget it. But it was about Discord. But I missed that so much, so I just started streaming again. But it still wasn't like consistent, and I couldn't get to it. Like I tried so many times over the years to just restart and it just never worked. But like a bunch of stuff happened in my life where I finally had the opportunity to just be like, these days I can finally be consistent again. Because when I first started streaming, it was Monday, it was literally every single day at the same time, but it was all day every day. And then finally, I got into a consistent schedule where now I can stream every day on the weekends. And I've been doing that now for maybe 4 or 5 months, I think, maybe. Not that long, but I've been so consistent and I've seen so many people come in and I've met so many new people and made a lot of friends. And so that's how I started streaming again. I only literally started streaming like consistently again maybe 4 or 5 months ago. November, maybe? So, yeah. That's to answer that question. And why I started streaming again, like I said, I remember when I was playing Overwatch one day, I saw someone's name in a random group, in a random team that I was in, and I was like, "Hey, is this so and so?" And he was like, "Yeah, it is." And it was an IRL friend I hadn't met in a long time. Then he didn't have a server at the time, but he wanted to start streaming, so he asked to use mine. And in the middle of the night one time, I woke up and I saw there was a bunch of people in my Discord, and I jumped in and I met like 3 or 4 people that night who um I still play with today. That was in 2017. That was almost 10 years ago. And then one of them is my mod that still mods for me today. The other one is also a VTuber who started VTubing recently, a little bit longer than me, but is doing really well. Um, and it just and I've met like half of them in real life, and um, I'm in a different state. I travel to see them. Like it's so cool, and that to me has been like the pull of why I want to stream because I get to make so many friends, and then sometimes I even get to meet them. So, but like just being part of someone's everyday kind of life. They come in, they don't even have to talk to me. Them just talking to each other and me just sitting there listening to them is just, or technically in this space, reading in their chats is just amazing to me. And I will enjoy that every single time. That's why I started streaming again. I wanted to experience that again. Sorry, I rambled.
No worries. I don't have anything against it. Um, all right. Let's see. Are we at that time market yet? Not yet. Okay. So, when there's ads, I always ask like basic questions so the chat doesn't miss any type of juicy detail or juicy questions. So, I'm just preparing myself for those very basic, simple questions. So,
Hmm.
you stated that you have main community type game is like Overwatch, but then you did play some single player games such as Kingdom Hearts and Resident Evil and stuff. So, when you started playing those type of games, do you consider yourself as a variety streamer, or do you consider yourself as like multiplayer FPS type gamer due to the fact of the Overwatch streams?
Um, I don't know, to be honest. Again, Overwatch was a long time ago. Again, 10 years ago. I've only
Okay.
played Valorant now.
Oh,
Valorant is the game that got me back into it. So Valorant is my bread and butter. I literally live, eat, breathe, and do Valorant all day. Now, with that being said, when I play these single player games, is that me considered being variety? I have no idea. Like I said at the beginning, I'm a garbage streamer. I'm not that great. I don't know what content is. I just play whatever I feel like I would enjoy. Because if I play something to chase maybe views, maybe to chase clout, I might not enjoy it that much. And I notice that the chat tends to notice that too. And they may not stick around or they may disappear. Um, and that's not something you should chase either. But I feel like if you're the one actively making the situation boring, I feel like that should probably be something you should change. And so I only stream the games that I want to play. So when it comes to single player games like Resident Evil and all that good stuff, I try to incorporate the chat into it. Maybe make them give me jump scares, sounds, alerts, all that stuff. One of the ones that have been happening recently is they even though it's specifically for Valorant, they have been like redeeming it for horror games, like crotch only, knife only. And so like I'll get into situations that I didn't mean to get into because they're using the redeems wrong, and I love it. And so I'm not sure if variety is the word, but if that's the case, I guess I am. Um, I have very specific like games that I play. I don't play much else. It's usually just horror and then Valorant. Mhm.
so who's your Valorant main?
Raze, Avi. Okay. I was a Sombra main in Overwatch. Avi, I'm a Raze main in Valorant. I love Carolina Ravaza.
I'm a Reina main.
Also, I'm psychotic when I play.
That's fair. No, I'm a Reina main.
Reina.
Yeah, I haven't played
Ooh.
Valorant in a while because I uninstall it, reinstall it. I have a toxic relationship with Valorant. I uninstall it 9 times. I
Mhm.
uninstall it 5 times from PC and a couple of times from my Xbox and PlayStation 5. It's uninstalled at this moment and everything right now.
I feel that. I feel that spiritually. Honestly, I stopped playing comp because of the toxicity. At least you're not a Gecko main. I agree. But like, okay, so I used to be plat 3. It's not that high at all, but I was plat 3 for a long time. And then they introduced Swift Play, and I never went back to comp cuz comp was so long and there was so much like if you messed up at the beginning, like the toxicity was bad. And I didn't really like that much, and you don't get that much time to spend with people. So or meet people rather. And then when Swift Play came out, I was meeting people all the time, adding people to my Discord, going to theirs. And the people that I met from when Swift Play first came out, that they're still around, and I still that was like 5 years ago. Um, but that kept me from the toxic part of Valorant. So I just play Swift plays because if it gets toxic, you're only there for like 4 rounds. It's not too bad. So I totally understand you, and I am the same way. I hate comp with a passion. Like when I started streaming again, I started playing comp with some people, and it got really bad again. So.
No, that's fair. I do understand. Let me see where we up to here. Okay, we got 6 more minutes before an ad starts. At least you're not a Gecko, mate. We actually interviewed someone that plays as Gecko, so that was pretty funny you mentioned that.
I was just reading Zach Google. When I played, it was Sage and Killjoy for me. Very nice. Sage is my second. So okay, so in order it would be currently actually I'm a Fade main, but my highest would be Raze, and then Fade, and then Sage.
So the way we met, me and Dizzy, we were at a creator accelerator program. I think you're putting two and two everything together, chat, because every streamer that I've interviewed has been from the creator program, except Dr. Chronicle. Dr. Chronicle was someone who just wanted to get their feet out in the streaming world. But everyone else was from the creator accelerator program. And did you make it through the top 100?
No.
No, it's fine.
I was 224. 224.
I was 208.
Oh, nice.
I was in
Dude.
yeah, it was wild. It was a fun ride. I didn't think I was gonna go that far, but yeah.
You were awesome. I was 1 week late.
Okay.
So I was like super behind, but I still got up there pretty far. I was at 204, and then they did that hard reset thing, and it dropped me down to 258, and I never financially recovered from that.
Yeah, I was in the 50s, and I went down all the way to 287. Then I went down to 210. Then I went to 208, and that's when I got eliminated.
Heartbreaking.
It is.
It's okay.
It is, but the cool thing is I won a stream deck, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, sick, dude. I love that. Honestly, in my opinion, I think the coolest part wasn't like the rankings. The coolest part was meeting people like you. It was getting to meet like right before I met you, right before I started streaming with you today. I was in another call with 6 other people from Streamladder, and we were doing a horror collab.
What game?
Labyrinthine. I know how to read. Labyrinthine.
Shut up! I have that game too.
Oh my gosh, you should play. It was part of that one of those like threads.
What?
Like,
I gotta check it out. Yeah, that game is really fun. That's the one with the maze, and you have to like team up
Correct.
with each other and solve puzzles and stuff. That game is fun. It's
Yeah, we won our first one. Our first map together. It was fun.
That game is not easy whatsoever, but that's cool that you play that game. Yeah, I actually just I have that one. I have Phasmophobia. I just re-downloaded Dead by Daylight, and I play it really, really, really sporadically, meaning extremely randomly. But I just downloaded Content Warning because it just came for console, and my oh my, it's a blast.
Content warning.
Yeah, you should check it out.
Typing it in right now. Content warning.
And it's crossplay.
Is it? Oh, it's like okay, yes, I've seen this. I know this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's because you can make the little faces.
Yeah, but it was really fun because I was playing with my mod, and we were playing on stream, and I was supposed to go to bed, but I was like, "Yo, Zach, let's go play with randos," and it was really wholesome. I thought because I'm scared of playing randoms on stream because you never know what they're gonna say, but I met the most coolest peoples. This guy couldn't shut up about Resident Evil movies, not Resident Evil movies, Resident Evil games, and kept talking about
oh my gosh,
how Resident Evil 7 is top tier, which I agree. And then the other person was helping us and getting us trophies and stuff because me and Zach are like trophy hunters. And then he followed me on Twitch, and I think that was just such a cute, wholesome moment. Have you ever had a wholesome moment while you played with randos? And if you did, can you tell us?
We have 1 minute and 30 seconds. Do we have time before the ad?
Yeah, give me a minute. I think my camera froze. But you still hear me?
Yes. Still hear you.
Why did my camera froze? Hold on, I'm checking, Zach. What happened? Uh-oh. Don't tell me I'm crashing. Do we need my camera, chat? Do you need to see my face? This is not good. My computer's overheating. The house is like so hot, and we put the AC, and it's not going up for some odd reason. It's really weird.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no.
Whoa, I got an ad the same time. Oh no, my ad's starting 5 minutes. Never mind.
Oh no, never mind. AC is going on. Ooh, it's hot still. It's crazy. That's cool that you hear me, but you can't see me. I don't know how the Disney's more important tonight. Wow. You see how they treat me?
Hey, Dubs in the chat. Let's go. I mean. Oh no, why would you say that? My chat bullies me too, so it's okay.
And
One time, they just kept spamming all the what's it called, the blurb notifications, even though I set them up wrong, and they were all working wrong, but they wouldn't stop spamming them just to make me look like a terrible streamer. I was like, wow.
I love Blurp. Oh, hold on.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right, I got a little hiccup. Now it's letting me. Hold on. I think I could get myself back on camera. Chat.
Mm-mm-mm.
Ugh, that was so weird. I didn't want to touch anything. It was like it was buffering. So I'm like, you never want to touch
I was
anything.
talking to someone earlier about blurps, and I can't figure it out. I think I have it correctly done, but it's not well done.
We love blurps here. If you ever need assistance, I can help you on one of the blurp affiliates. The only thing is none of my blurps will work through interviews because I turn off all alerts and everything because then this would not be a professional type of interview.
Makes sense. Yeah, I think it works so far for what I need, but there's a bunch of stuff that I have to do, like as far as rebranding, before I really get into it.
That's fair.
But it works so far. Mhm. Sometimes the TTS won't turn off automatically, so that gets a little frustrating, but that's okay.
That's fair. Okay, ad is gonna start. What is your favorite color?
Purple, as you can tell.
Thank goodness. Holy crap. You broke the green curse. Thank you. Appreciate
No
it.
interruptions during videos. Fair. Yeah, well, green curse. That's crazy. People like green. I like
Uh,
purple.
all last streams where the favorite color was green. Literally.
That's crazy. I love that. But I love purple. Purple's the color of royalty. Purple's the color of sombra. Purple, purple, purple.
Oh, look, I'm back.
Hmm.
You get to see my pretty face. If you see my room, my whole room is purple, and everything's purple. My light's purple, and my
Let's
branding's purple.
go.
So yeah, purple is my favorite color too. So
Heck
I
yeah.
love that.
Purple army.
Purple power. Yes.
Purple power. I like that.
Also, chat if you have questions for our lovely guest Dizzy. We can. We are reaching
Yes.
the hour mark.
Give me
Whoa.
your questions. Anyways,
I thought it was malfunctioning for a moment. Please don't scare me like that.
jump scare. That's something I've been trying to work on too, adding like little effects and stuff to make me really look like I'm like from like the internet, like cyberpunk, you know?
Okay.
So I've done things like this. But I was talking to a lot of people in Streamladder, and they were like, "Yeah, but it won't really look good when you try to clip things
No.
because you're like washed out."
Yeah,
So I was like, "Ah." Mhm.
I agree with them.
Look like some Sam Fisher stuff. Oh, dude, no way you brought up Sam Fisher. What elite ball knowledge, bro. I used to play what's that thing called? Tom Clancy's frick, what is it? But I used to play the co-op one on GameCube with my friend. I used to go over to his house and play it every day. We used to try to get through all the missions together.
Tom Clancy, what?
What is it called? Um, man, what game is Sam Fisher in? It's Tom Clancy something. Sam Fisher.
Also,
Splinter Cell.
okay, Splinter Cell is definitely an oldie and goodie. By the way, anybody wants to donate to me and get me a new squishy taco, that'd be fantastic because this one's about to rest in pieces soon. Just I'm trying to get a little plug in there. But yeah, if you want to donate, just put explanation point tip in chat. If it works. If it doesn't, then just go on the website and there's a button there. When it comes to
Chaos Theory. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
what happened?
Chaos Theory is the name of the game.
Chaos Theory.
It's crazy that he knew who Sam Fisher was. Did you know that Sam Fisher references what's his name? Solid Snake, and Solid Snake also references Sam Fisher in both of their games, meaning that Metal Gear Solid and Splinter Cell are in the same universe. Anyways, go ahead. You were saying?
No, that's mind blowing. I did not know that. I didn't think I need to know that, but I didn't know that. I haven't played any Metal Gear Solid games, and that was another conversation I was having. Like, I must play one of them or something.
Yeah, you said something about Resident Evil. I am a huge Resident Evil nerd. Like, I love Resident Evil lore.
No
It's like my favorite.
spoilers. We haven't played 9 yet.
Don't worry, I won't spoil. But Resident Evil 7, I would say, isn't top tier. Resident Evil 9 would be top tier. I like Resident Evil 8, but as far as like scares, if you're really talking about real scares, Resident Evil 9 is much better than 7 IMO. Anywho,
Okay,
you asked earlier about what is one of my wholesome moments with randos.
yeah, but don't do it yet. The ad hasn't finished
Mm,
yet.
mm.
That's one of those juicy questions.
Okay. Six. I don't know if it's trash, and you gotta hear me out on this, okay? If it's not a Resident Evil game, if it wasn't a Resident Evil game, 6 is an amazing game. It's a really fun game, and it's the longest in all of them. There's so much content in that game. You could play forever. Like that, and it's co-op, couch co-op, online co-op. The visuals are amazing. The issue is that it's a Resident Evil game. But in and of itself, it's not horror, it's like action, and the game itself is a lot of fun, and it's really well done. There's a lot of Easter eggs, there's a lot to do. But as a Resident Evil game, it doesn't really feel scary.
I love
Anyways, that was the rant.
I love Resident Evil 6, so he likes to
Me
make
too,
fun of
me
me.
too.
And I love Super Mario Sunshine, and he doesn't like it, so.
Oh, such a good game. Such a good game.
Right? See, Zach, I think I'm replacing you. I think I'm gonna turn
I'm,
this. I'm gonna turn Dizzy to a mod. Sorry.
I'm gonna reveal a little bit of my age here by saying that I used to play Super Mario Sunshine and Metroid Prime at the warehouse music store because they would always have it set up over there. Whenever my dad would go and buy some movies or CDs, I would just stand and play those games that they had in their little display. It was what's called Metroid Prime and Mario Sunshine. Mm-mm-mm.
We're probably the same age, so you're fine.
Let's go. Galaxy is better than Sunshine. Yeah, you should mod me instead. I'm just kidding.
I always joke with Zach. Okay, now tell us your wholesome moment with randos in a multiplayer type game.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that moment that I talked about earlier was super crazy. Considering that even though they were a rando when I met them, they weren't a rando IRL. So, one night, I was just playing, and I wasn't streaming, and like the chances of you meeting your IRL friends in a game is so minimal. It's insane. Like it's almost impossible. But I remember the joke he made, and I looked at his name, and it's the same name he has on Instagram, but I hadn't seen this guy in like years. You know what I mean? We lost contact, and I was just like, "Hey, is this so and so?" And they were like, "Is this Dizzy?" I was like, "Yeah," and it was so crazy. And he was like, "No way!" So we added each other like super fast, and then, like I said, he created or he used my server, and I met some of my closest friends because of him, and who I still play with and even collab with today. And that was like 10 years ago. But like I said, it started off as a random encounter online in Overwatch. I am forever chasing those moments. There was a meme that came out like a couple years later that said, "You will never ever experience 2016 late nights playing with your friends every night, and you'll never experience that ever again, no matter how much you chase it." And it broke my little heart. But yeah, I think that was a super cool, wholesome random moment. In Valorant, most of the times that you get wholesome random moments are just jokes, funny things that people say. Um, there's sometimes, or every once in a while, people come to your stream and say hi. I think those are pretty cool. But in essence, I don't really have any like full-on stories that you can have because I don't play games like 7 Days, or I don't play games like WoW or Monster Hunter where you'd be with a rando for a long period of time. So I just get little clips and glimpses of fun. Sometimes they stick around and I make really close friends like that. That's my rando story. Sorry, it's not as interesting, but that's usually how my rando stories go.
That wasn't so bad. I just wanted to know just about your experience because everyone has a different experience and not everyone has the same story. Um, okay, so we went over what your name means. We went over a little bit of your avatar lore. We went over of why you switched from face cam to a VTuber. We know your favorite color. We know one story about you. Um, we know that you are a millennial. So,
Shh, don't let them know. Don't let the youths know.
like I said, I'm a millennial myself. That's why when you said GameCube, I'm like, oh, what a great system. I don't
I
care.
get called Unk all the time IRL, and I'm just like I want to drop kick everyone. I work with teens a lot, and
Okay.
oh my goodness, man, my age shows every time I speak with them. I'm just like the other day I was like, hey, I used to be swagged out in high school, and they were like, what does that mean? And I was like, okay, never mind. Just go back, do your work.
So, are you a teacher?
Yeah, in essence, yes.
Oh, so you are in a teacher program trying to be a teacher.
I lead youth in youth type activities.
Oh, cool. That's really cool. Oh, that's neat.
Mm-hmm.
We just interviewed a
Oh,
history teacher on
ooh.
when did we interview? Monday. Monday we interviewed. Yesterday's interview was canceled, which was I was bummed, but
Oh, sorry.
I got to do a
Um,
I got to do a sponsor, so it's okay.
Very cool. I work with a lot of teens nowadays. I myself never saw myself working with kids. I don't like nothing in my path or like my education or anything was anywhere near like working with kids. Suddenly, I found myself working with a lot of youths, and for the past 3 years, I've been working with them. Watching them grow has been just I don't know, an incredible experience. Just like wow, like I remember when you were like this age. Look at you now, getting ready to get a job, going to college. This is kind of crazy, you know. A lot of them come to my streams and hang out in my streams. So back when I used to stream, I used to cuss a lot. I used to be very like vulgar. I am not that way at all anymore because of like how I've been working with kids. Like it's changed the way I talk. I use a lot of like older stuff like frick and like instead of saying GD, I say, man, God bless it. You know, all things like that, just to make sure that like I'm safe for the kids that come in, because they love hanging out and like supporting me, but they're still young. Oh, I do have a crazy rando story. Do you want to hear a rando story, you guys? I have a crazy one. You ready?
Shoot,
Okay,
go.
I was playing Overwatch. Okay, this has all happened. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I try to chase it because it was so awesome back in the day. Anyways, we were playing Overwatch and the enemy team. Obviously, back in the day, I used to spam my Twitch in the chat. Don't do that. Yes, do that. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Anyways, the two people on the enemy team came to my stream. They told me later they came to my stream to talk smack and to make fun of us and to laugh at our cringe and all that good stuff. But instead, they came in and loved it. Our community welcomed them. We had so much fun. And then we found out that they were like really young. They were like best friends. I think they were like 13, maybe 14. And they would stick around and hang out all the time. They became very close in our community. Anyways, like maybe like 2 3 years ago, I got a message from one of them. She's in college now, and then she goes, I don't know if I told anyone this, but I make music. She goes, I just wanted to let you know that I started college and I met a friend over there. And my friend, this friend I wanted to, hang out with, I got in her car and she goes, "Hey, I want to show you this song I found. It's from some indie artist." And she put on a song, and it was my song. And apparently, my song brought together this kid who grew up watching my streams, and her first like friend in her college happened to be someone that listened to my music. Isn't that crazy?
That's actually pretty neat. That's
Mm-hmm.
such a cool story. I do want to
Yeah.
talk about like being a streamer with a mindset of having to not censor yourself, but to be a role model. And
Mm.
and it know it sounds crazy because a lot of people do like the hyper, people do like vulgar, people like the rage baiting. I don't find any entertainment in that, to be honest. I'm the really chill, collected streamer, and I don't curse. My boyfriend curses a storm, and I try to teach him that that will not help you get any type of partnership deals and marketing because if you do want brand deals and stuff, they do look at that this stuff, especially
Mm-hmm.
being what is that term? Not So you know when
Mature, maybe mature audience.
not mature audience. No, that's it's opposite. So you know how like songs are like censored due to like the
Mhm.
FDA, not the FDA. Oh my gosh, the FTC.
DMCA, yeah.
No, the FTC.
Oh, they're censored for the FTC. What?
What? Yes. Okay, so you know you're not supposed to say like the F word or any type of bad word when you go to a talk show because the show will actually get fined.
Oh, Now I get what you're saying. Yeah.
That's the FTC. Yeah. So it's
Mhm.
basically it's censored. Yes, censorship kind of thing. But the thing is that happens when it comes to like doing brands and working with big companies and stuff like that. Because what's his face? Queso, for example. I'm gonna use him as an example. He doesn't curse one bit, and he has the most successful streams. Like he is amazing. I definitely give it a Queso, especially the fact that like when it comes to his like content and all that stuff, he's playing those type of mature games, but he makes it a fun family friendly, that's a term, family friendly. You have to be family friendly for certain type of brands. If for example, if you want to be partnered with Disney or Nickelodeon or any of those type of like lada das kind of shows out there, you need to show that you are capable of being able to keep a clean tongue, because they will dig everything. They will check everything you're doing. I gotta fix that. That is the wrong thing right there. That's not the right link. But yeah. Sorry, I have like ADD moments, but I am not ADD or ADHD.
You're good. Um, the coincidence is crazy. Yes, to go back to that, it was crazy, and it is one of the best stories I've ever had. Same with any public places, because save the kids mentality. I mean, if we're gonna be like super fair and honest, um, when it comes to being a role model, I don't think I'm a role model. I just sort of fell into this situation. Now, having said that, it doesn't matter whether or not you want to be a role model. People are looking up to you, even if it's just one viewer in your stream. That could be that one person who's watching you who just wants to be like you. You never know. And whether or not you want to be that kind of like thing to them, it's no longer your place. You put yourself publicly out there. People want to be like you. um and so you kind of carry yourself knowing that like maybe one day someone will do something just because you happen to be there. And so that kind of helps out a little bit. Secondly, when I was running certain businesses, I had a mentor who literally told me you could anything will work if you make it work. So even though I agree with most of what you said, I feel like even if you are a person who likes to cuss and be vulgar, there are niches for that, right? There are people who would still sponsor you. There are people who would enjoy your content, etc. There are many partners who cuss a storm and who just do outrageous stuff.
Oh no, I understand that. Yes.
Mhm, mhm.
I wasn't trying to single them out. It's just like when the brands do reach to them, they do have to follow their rules and NDAs and
Correct.
stuff like that. So they would have
I
to
agree with.
basically censor themselves just
Yeah,
because there's a check waiting for them or something. And I don't blame
I
them.
think I think there's many opportunities. I think there's the same amount of opportunities for both sides. The issue is, and I agree with you on this, that if you're going for bigger brands,
Yes.
Disney, if you're going for like all of the, even like Minecraft did one recently, right? You're gonna want to stick to
Oh
something
yeah.
more family friendly.
I was reading the rules for that one. They literally want a family cookie cutter friendly for that sponsor.
Yeah. I happen to be lucky enough to just be doing that already, but I wasn't always like that. Even right now, if you look at my most recent, my most viewed clips, it's extremely vulgar. But I only changed for one reason, and that's because I didn't want to accidentally say something that was inappropriate in front of kids, because I work with them. And so, basically, what I started doing is I started trading out a lot of what I said, and I just started like I don't know, getting into the habit of saying other words. Like Fillion is really good at it. Fillion, I don't know if you guys follow her as a VTuber. She says frick. I thought that was so adorable and funny, so I started adopting it. Now all the kids say it, and I think that's kind of funny. I say things like, what's it called? Pulling my leg, yanking my chain, you're tickling my funny bone, all that, right? Just yeah. I got that. I got a lot of those from someone who's, I wouldn't say vulgar, but still kind of adult. I got that from Moist Critical. right? Moist Critical likes to do that too. He likes to take a lot of old sayings, right? And so if you combine a bunch of those together, eventually you'll find yourself just being more family friendly. That's if you want to be that way. I wouldn't necessarily consider myself to be family friendly. I say sus stuff all the time. I still say stuff that I think is considered more like R-rated than PG-13, but I don't cuss anymore, only because I just don't want to do that IRL and get used to it, and then in IRL I might say something accidentally in front of a young person. You know what I mean? So what happened in my real life translated into my streamer life, and thus you have this version of Dizzy. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
No, that just makes sense, and I definitely agree with you. And
Mm-hmm.
it's actually a really good point that you brought that up because it's just a thing that it could be daunting and scary because whatever goes on the internet stays on the internet. And when you grow up and you have family and family or like your own kids and stuff, you don't want I know it will probably be funny. You'll laugh about it, but like you don't want your kids to like say, "Oh, wow, I used to do this and this and this," while you're like,
It's AI. That's what I'll tell them.
"It's AI." Oh my god.
It was AI.
I do want to bring that topic up, but it's
Mhm.
gonna bring a debate, and I'm scared. But I'm
I'm
curious.
scared too. Let's do it.
I'm so curious because you have Twitter, correct? X, whatever it's called. I call it Twitter. I would never call
Sure.
it X. There
Mhm,
has
mhm.
been a lot of drama today because of a certain program which has chose to use Google Gemini to
Mhm,
do assets and different coding and stuff like that. And there's a lot
mhm,
of contradiction and stuff like that. And I actually
mhm,
have this open discussion with my Discord because I'm very transparent with my community.
mhm.
They know I work with AI. I that's like my
I'm just
side
playing.
gig. Like I do a lot of beta tests for a lot of AI companies. I was in a contract that I was training AI to
Clip it, chat. We caught her in 4K.
what? They
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
they
just kidding.
they know what I did. I tell them everything.
Sorry. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I was in a project. I could talk about it because the contract ended. I was training
Nice.
AI
Mhm,
uh
mhm,
in video games, like playing the games over and over, dying over and over and over. And the reason why we were training AI was to
mhm,
help with kids that have no accessibility. So helping
mhm,
handicapped kids to be able to guide through a video game when they get stuck. So
mhm.
basically, if they mess up, the AI will take over and show them how to do it. And
That's
then
cute.
the the person who's playing the game who has the issue would be able to mimic what the AI did. And that's why we were training AI to do it. Because artificial
Love that.
intelligence to me is a tool. And that's what
Mhm,
I don't understand. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, AI is going to replace people." No, it's not going to replace people. It cannot replace people. If it replaces people, then we're doomed. Basically, we'll be doomed. Because they are AI
mhm,
streamers, they are AI singers, they are
mhm,
AI ghostwriters. There's a lot of AI going on. And I was
mhm,
asking my AI, aka Lexaa, I don't want to trigger her because then she won't shut up.
mhm,
She told me that artificial intelligence has been around since the early 1950s.
mhm, mhm.
So, how do you feel like everyone just being like, "Oh, ew, AI, ew, you use AI, ew, that's bad, ew, why you don't support the artists and stuff?"
Mhm,
Like,
mhm.
what is your thoughts on that? I want a clear understanding of why it's such a banter when it comes to artificial intelligence. I do understand, yes, it's kind of like stolen work because it's assets that they get and then they put it all together like it's a puzzle piece, and sometimes it looks good and sometimes it looks like complete. But anyway, I'm just it baffles me that that's like a topic, and it's been a controversial topic for
Mhm,
a good 2-3 years now. So I'm
mhm,
sorry, it's a long, but it's a really important thought that I want to share, and I want to have this conversation with another streamer.
mhm. You know what? See, I feel like it's a very simple thing. Nobody. I don't think anybody is worried about AI. I don't think anyone has a problem with AI. In fact, I think everybody is relatively okay with AI. It's generative AI that's the problem, right? Now, the generative AI itself is also not the problem. It was how it started. right?
Can you
And so that
okay?
was a little bit.
Can you explain to me
So
the difference between generative AI and the AI? Because that's the thing. No, I don't want to say I'm
well, AI has
dumb.
been around for a long time.
Yes.
Um, AI is in video games to begin with. Like if you've ever played, let's see, trying to think of a game. What has artificial intelligence? There's some games that have. Oh, Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8. They had and then the remakes RE2, RE3. They all have AI. Right, the stalker characters learn your patterns and then they adapt, right? That's AI. AI just literally means artificial intelligence, right? It doesn't mean that it's sentient. It just means a fake kind of set of code that makes it feel like it's intelligent, right? And that's been around for quite a long time. If you've ever used Google, that's AI. If you ever use Siri, that's AI. But generative AI, the difference is that they use other people's work to create theirs. Now, is that wrong? If you've ever followed a tutorial, if you've ever learned from someone else, you're also being generative, right? The issue didn't come from the generation. The issue came from how they started it. No one explained that they were going to be using other people's art. No one was okay with them using their art. I feel like if we would have started at the beginning and people would have been like, hey, we would love to use these artists. If you'd like to be part of it, please sign up here. And, there's no compensation. There's no compensation whatsoever. If you'd like to use your art, we would like to train AI models. Nobody would have batted an eye. But they did it in a way where it seemed, on the surface, to be very shady. Then there was the craze of everyone chasing this new form of generative AI, therefore skyrocketing prices for different things, such as, I don't know, GPUs, different types of resources that started affecting, the natural environment and whatnot. Then all of these things combined create this sort of negative outlook upon AI. And it's several companies who may have been the pioneers that probably should have done it a little bit differently, right? However, in the future, we're going to look back on this and realize that some of these things are just going to be how it is. When we first had a single, what is it called, megabyte of data, it was offloaded on an actual truck. Like, it was enormous for a single megabyte. Now you can put several terabytes on something smaller than your hand. So we're going to be limiting the amount of uses of natural resources, right, to create certain AI things, and it'll get less and less over time. People get better at learning how to use it, etc., etc. I have no problems considering when it comes to either using it or letting other people use it. I think that I wish when they started they would have been much more transparent and open about how they use things, and been more accommodating towards people, because it's not just artists that they were taking from, right? When you do voices, are you taking from people's voices? When you're doing acting, right? When you're doing writing, that those aren't artists, those are authors. They're stealing from quote unquote stealing. I wouldn't say it's stealing. They were learning, right? But nobody knew that this was happening, and now everyone's kind of frustrated because it's like, dang, bro, like this is the stuff that I work so hard to create, and now something else is creating the same thing in my style and and people are getting paid for that while I'm here not getting anything. That's really where I'm looking at it from.
Okay, that's
I don't.
understandable. And the voice
Mhm,
acting with AI, I'm completely against that. It's the other
mhm.
things that, like, if you could use it as a tool and not use it to help you brand yourself or help you brand yourself, but not abusing
Correct.
it to like make an income. Because okay, you have TikTok, correct?
Correct.
I know for sure you heard about the fruit truth of love or something like that. That it was an AI story about fruits falling in love and stuff like that.
I haven't heard of it, but sounds interesting.
I'm shocked. Okay, it was all over my For You page, and that's all I saw: fruits falling in love and everything. And the person
hmm
made a good bank, but the thing is, they were using a trial and they ran out, and people got mad because the show, they got addicted to it and they can't watch it anymore.
hmm
So
hmm
it's just I don't know.
It's the same thing, right? It's generative, so that's where the gray area is. But what, like the system that you created, that you're talking about, that you worked on, isn't really generative, is it? You created you trained an AI with your own sort of like mechanics, with your own tools. So
They
it's not
provided them.
generative.
The company provided the tools.
See,
Um,
so that's not really generative. generative is the ones that take it from people who didn't know that their stuff was being used to generate it, versus a company who uses their own stuff to generate. Does that you get what I mean? I feel like that's totally fine, and I feel like a lot of people feel that's totally fine. It's the stuff where it's like you said, that thing on TikTok where this guy was making money off of someone else's work, and then when it all went to crap, it's like, you know what I mean? Not only did you disappoint the people you took from, now you're disappointing the people you gave to.
Yeah.
Like a terrible Robin Hood.
The
You know?
irony is real.
Mm-hmm.
The irony. Is
Looks up fruit confirmed. What?
He's making fun of me
Funny.
because of the fruit.
You guys are silly.
We are in the 1 hour mark. This flew, and you're such a pleasure to speak to. Like I enjoy
Oh.
I enjoy doing these.
You are too.
These are so fun. Yeah, like I said, it's just a hangout. I'm a little out of it due to the fact of the heat and just technology not being my friend today. But hey, you're not a streamer if you don't have tech issues, right?
That's right. My collab just before this one, literally the encoder overloaded and my computer exploded. And then you messaged me, so I was like, "Hey, perfect timing. Let's switch."
I would.
So yeah,
Oh my
tech
God.
problems always.
I would have panicked. I didn't want to reschedule or anything because I'm booked. I didn't because I our interview was supposed to be in May, right? And then I was kind enough to like add extra days, and everyone wanted April, and I'm like, oh no, I gotta close it again. Uh, and then when you said you that April this today was fine, I'm like, oh perfect, that's fine. Because yeah, so I'm gonna see how many interviews I have, and there's gonna be an ad soon, so this is not too important, but yeah. So yeah, you're my how many interviews I said I did? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you're my number 7, lucky 7.
Yay!
Oh no,
I
you're
feel
my
special.
8th.
Oh,
You're my lucky 8th.
you lied. Um.
I
Also, by the
I lost
way,
count.
since we're going, yeah, you're famous. That's why. Okay. While everyone's on break during this ad, I do want to show this thing. Check this out. Since we're talking about Resident Evil, when I was doing Resident Evil streams, I made this one so I could be like Hunk.
That's actually pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah. Then I added this little thing to it too, so it made me look like I was ready to hunt zombies.
Oh, you have the little props.
So,
Yeah.
So this was my Hunk cosplay for when we streamed Resident Evil.
Okay.
And then this was my Leon one in the RPD. And then when I was playing as Jill, I just put on her Stars hat.
What? And you made that yourself?
These assets are from Booth PM, and so I bought them. Booth PM is a lifesaver.
That's cool. Yeah, I know because you have to learn like with Blender or something to make those things.
Oh, I know Blender. I've been developing games, so I ended up learning Blender and Unity. I'm not interesting at all. Like I don't make any cool games, but I've just wanted to learn, so I picked it up. And then the other one that my chat really wanted me to do was Ada.
Let me see Ada. Ada looks so cute.
Is Ada?
I like that outfit. Oh yes, work it, Ada.
I got this also from Booth PM. So a great creator made it, and then I added this little hair, and I think it works.
Shout out
So,
to the creators. It's so cool.
yeah, absolutely. Dang, who was the creator? They might be in a different language though. But if you look up Resident Evil on Booth.pm, you'll find all the little models that they created. There's not that many, so it's a very specific one.
Yes.
Just wanted to show that while we were talking about Resident Evil.
No worries. All right, so So this is my 8th interview. My 9th interview will be Sunday, and the exception why it's Sunday, it is my lovely significant other who started streaming. He will be at 7 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then on Monday, I'm doing a sponsor stream. I think, yeah, Monday sponsor stream, and then another interview 21st, 22nd, and then May 1st, May 4th, May 8th, May 13th. And then there's a little gap here because there's 2 days in May that hasn't been selected. So I think, let me check. Is May completely full? I gotta check. May 13th. What day is May 13th? Isn't that? I'm confused. I'm so confused.
You got this.
Oh, May 13th is a Wednesday. thought he was going to do May 12th, but I guess he did 13th. Okay, that's fair enough. But I still got May 6th and May 12th available. And then I still got June 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 8th, 10th, 15th, and 16th available. And then July is completely. Oh, July is almost booked. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8 is available. And then my little vacation. Because May, the reason why I'm ending May around. So my last interview of May would be. What is it? The 15th? The 15th is my last interview. And I think I have an interview on the 15th. Do I have an interview on the 15th? No, my last interview is the 13th, so I don't have any interviews from then until those 2 days are selected. I'm doing a Life is Strange marathon. Have you ever played the Life is Strange games?
Mm-mm.
Oh, do you like choice-based games that let your chat decide the fates of the game of the protagonists?
I have never tried any. The closest I got was Until Dawn.
I just played that for the first time.
I've never fully played it. I got like maybe 10 seconds, 10, maybe, wait. 10 minutes into the game, and then I switched to Outlast.
Outlast is phenomenal. I don't blame you for switching from
See,
Until Dawn
exactly.
to Outlast. You did yourself a favor.
I watched, well, I don't know if this is controversial, but I used to love PewDiePie. Love PewDiePie. I would watch every single video. And I watched him play Until Dawn, I believe.
Okay.
And then he started doing Doki Doki Literature Club one day, and I missed a stream, and it was like long, like 2 hours or something like that. And I missed a stream or a video, and I was like, dude, I can't keep up, and I'm not gonna go back to watch another 2 hours. And then that's when I stopped watching it. But yeah, that's how I saw Until Dawn.
I love Doki's Literature Club. Doki Doki's Literature Club is a great, wholesome dating simulator game. Go try it, everyone.
Yeah, if you guys like very wholesome anime style what's it called, romance stuff, it's such a sweet, cute one. Especially the ending. You get 4 different types of endings that are just so peaceful. If you want a nice cozy game, check it out.
Yep.
PewDiePie was so funny back in the day. Facts, bro. Oh my gosh, his rage one's amazing.
What's up, John?
Yes.
John
knows what I'm talking about.
I actually interviewed John the other day. It was phenomenal.
Hi, John.
Yeah, John is also from the program.
Let's go! Streamladder, woo! Hi. Yeah, dude. PewDiePie was my life, dude. I unironically loved PewDiePie Simulator on my iPhone. Played that every day. I love PewDiePie.
John,
but like I said, don't keep.
I wonder if John heard us because John is that Gecko main.
Ooh, all right. Stream's ending. No, I'm just like.
Yeah, this is another Creator Accelerator member. This is Dizzy Angelus. Yeah.
Hi, I made 224. I loved it. I love Streamladder anyways. Like, I was using Streamladder long before the Creator Program. And so when the Creator Program came around, I was definitely happy to jump on.
I've never used Streamladder in my life. The only reason I joined was Blurp, was one of the partners, and one of the person in Blurp hit me up and like, ooh, you'd probably be good for this. And I'm like, yeah, I'll give it a try. Why not? So that's why I did it.
Love that.
But it was really fun. It was really cool. It definitely motivated me to post clips often. Because I think beforehand, I didn't think I post enough clips. And Zach could tell you that when this thing was happening, there was a notification every time I was doing a clip.
I know how that goes. For everyone in the chat that's talking about Streamladder, I have a note here in my Discord telling me that I need to use Streamladder in June. And I started streaming in November, which is when I started using it. Then the program happened in March. So I have been using Streamladder for quite a long time before they announced that program. So I was super excited to meet and join that because I got to meet really cool people. Hello, Mom. 5 notifications a day on Discord. Shame. My Discord just goes crazy now because I joined so many people's servers, and I'm too lazy to meet all the notifications.
Hey Dizzy, can you do me a favor? Do you want to be a streamer and take over my stream for a bit?
I got you.
Hold on, let me just disappear for a bit.
Okay. Yeah, low-key I might sub for Streamladder because it was so convenient for posting. Streamladder is literally amazing. Like, I love their editor. I think it could use some work, but I don't mind, like, the very basic bare bones of it is enough to get me going. So, and learning from so many other people helped a lot. Maybe that was the point. Dude, I think I don't know if you did it, but I did the feedback thing. Uh, hey, let's go. Thank you so much for the sub to Ale Dream. I gotta take over for her stream, so I'm gonna be thank you. Thank you so much for the sub. Oh my gosh, check out the emotes that you can use now that you've subbed at a tier 1. Use those and spam those around everywhere you go. Let them know who sent you. Anywho, I thought that like in my feedback, I put that like honestly, this thing would have been so much cooler if we rewarded like collaboration. I think a lot of people wanted to like spend more time with each other, but the whole system was more like competition than collaboration. But hey, look at his emotes. Very nice, very fun. Say, please spread the love everywhere. But yeah, I have been taking it upon myself to try and collab with as many people from that server as possible. So I think it's super cool. Like literally right before this collab, I was collabing with 6 other people, and they're all still in the chat right now, collabing. They're doing a horror game right now. John, what kind of games do you play? What kind of or do you play games? What kind of streams do you do? What is your stream? What is your category of choice? Well, I'm gonna use that category. I feel like that's where it should have headed, but also I see why it wasn't, because then people could just spam for collabs. But like, why not? You know what I mean? You know how much content can be created from collabs? You know how much like clips can be created? You know how much silliness can happen with blurb? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's the vibe, right? And then people can teach each other how to use. Hey, it's like, hey man, I tried to clip that thing and it didn't work. And then people could teach each other how to use Streamladder. People could teach each other how to use Blurp. Instead of kind of like being on an island and then just like kind of occasionally waving at other people on some other island. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of cool to just be like drifting around together. Oh, don't get me wrong. I have a whole group made dedicated to a large number of creator collabs. You do. Share. I think collabing is literally the most fun. This is the most amount of collabs I've ever had. Like, I've streamed for a long time, but I haven't collabed this often. It's been so fun. Our next one is 10 creators playing Super Battle Golf. Holy, that's pretty crazy. 10 of you guys? Are you guys all going to be in one call? That'd actually be kind of crazy. Just doing one call with, like, so many streamers. Oh, man. I love the chaos. Dude, that's so cool. Well, okay. I have done 10 people on one call. I want to say creators, but I've done 10 people on one call. Valorant Customs, right? Imagine 5v5 plus the 2 spectators plus all the people who happen to be in the Discord at the same time. No one muted, so imagine all of us speaking over each other. One team is saying, Ollie's in heaven. The other one's saying, no, I'm not. Dude, it's just chaotic, and I love it. I live for that stuff. One call, yeah, dude, that would be amazing. 15-player Among Us with everyone on a Discord. That's like masochist right there. You guys love it. Like, oh, it's gonna be so hard. No one's gonna know what's going on, and it's just gonna be so much. And then every once in a while, you get that one person who just breaks through the mold and just says something so outlandish that it just gets everyone rolling, dude. I love those. I love those moments. I'm hoping to find a game where we can all be in the same group for like an MMO or something. I wonder what. Are there any games that can host more than 10? Obviously, big MMOs like WoW and all that good stuff, but I'm talking about like crazy stuff. Like, I don't know, like Monster Hunter, Monster Hunter would be cool with like 10 people. We played the horror fishing game called Gone Fishing like 2 months ago. Okay, I know you guys can't see this on my stream because I don't have it on this one, but I can zoom in, and I wish I could zoom in right now when I say this. Horror fishing game? What? What is a horror fishing game? Gone fushing. I can't spell. Gone fishing game. What the frick is this? Yes, it's so good. It's so funny because it's so niche that I keep getting the Gone Fishing like IRL game. The one, with the magnets and stuff, and you have like this little plastic toy. That's the one I keep getting. Oh, okay, I see it. It's this guy holding up like a salmon or something. Let's see. Oh my god, what the heck are these screenshots? What the flick? Okay, hold on. What is it about? Like, it's just a silhouette of this guy, and it has like a salmon. Is the salmon the horror? Oh, it is goofy. Oh, it's purposely goofy. Okay, okay, cool. I love games like that. Um, like, oh, you know what horror game is really good? That's really goofy. Pony Island. Actually, that game messed me up because it broke the fourth wall, and I was not ready for it. And I watched PewDiePie play it. You're literally trying to appease a demon every night by feeding it fish. That's fire. That's actually fire, dude. I love like horror. Like horror is my like bread and butter, and like especially horror movies where they talk about like absolutely pagan deities, like um because like Christian deities are kind of interesting, right? Demons and then all that good stuff. But then there's those things that are like outlying, right? Like Ritual. If you guys ever seen that movie, where it's like Norse mythology, I think that's pretty cool. So it's kind of awesome to see like games that follow stories that are not like part of the main what's called the main kind of sects of religion. You know what I mean? And then there's monsters that will come out of the woods and water and kidnap you or commit prestige. That's crazy. That sounds like so much fun. I love games that have really good lore. Like, okay, another one that's like kind of pagan is what's that one? Slenderman. I think that one's cool. SCPs are pretty cool. Where it's not really like something like, oh, it's a demon, you know? It's something old, something scary. I like that a lot. So that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna check out this Gone Fishing thing. Okay, I have a theory for you guys while I have you here. Don't go anywhere because I have a theory for you guys. You ready? You ready? You ready? Okay, check this out. If the entire universe is dark, yes, most of the universe, the natural state of the universe is there is no light, right? The natural state of the universe is complete darkness. The stars are are the things that are kind of like strange, right? Those are the only things that emit light. Now, if that's the case, and the vast majority of the universe is darkness, then most of the creatures, if there were life outside of our planet, or if there was life other than us on our planet, yes, most of those creatures would be nocturnal. Most of those creatures would be, the natural state would be in darkness. Yes, yes, you following me? You following me? Meaning that if there were things that go bump in the night, yes, there were things such as cryptids, yes, they are technically the natural state of the universe. They are living their normal lives. We are the anomaly. Us living in the day is the anomaly. We are the things that go bump in the day. We are the things that those creatures, those cryptids, are afraid of. Because unlike the rest of the universe, us humans are the only things that live in the light. Isn't that scary? Isn't that crazy to think about? You guys with me on that? That the creatures that we're afraid of aren't actually the thing, aren't actually the monsters. We are. They're afraid of us. Dizzy, I think you're dizzy, but keep talking. I like what you're spitting. Dude, I always had this kind of theory. What if we're the monsters? We're the things that that the universe is afraid of. The things out in the vast regions of space don't reach out to us, not because they're better than us or anything like that. It's because we're the only things that can survive in the day, and we are scary to them. What if? What if? What if? What if we're the horror? Huh? Huh? No? Alright. I lost the chat. Oh man. I could make a whole story around that. In fact, I'm developing a story right now for a video game. I'm actually developing my own video game. I'm hoping it'll go well. I have voice actors and stuff. Have you guys heard of Baldur's Gate 3? I have a voice actor from there. He's in my game. But I love horror games because I love the storylines and I love people exploring things that aren't usually thought of, right? Or aliens are everywhere and just don't see us as primitive and don't want to visit us. That is a real theory, by the way. It's called the zoo theory. The zoo theory states that aliens have already contacted us or know about us. They are just waiting until we've reached a state of advancement that allows them to interact with us. Right now, we're just ants to them. But eventually, we can be enough to communicate with them. That's called the zoo theory. Not that I know or anything. I'm not weird. I don't know those things. That's crazy. I love anything spooky. I could talk spooky all day. Like, I'll watch like conspiracy theories, true crime. I'll watch alien stuff. I'll watch demonology stuff. I'll watch horror movies. Anything horror related, I am all for. Anything that makes you feel like that pit in your stomach. That stuff just gets me going. You know what I mean? The stuff that when you're like all alone and you watch it, you don't feel alone anymore. I love that stuff. All right, in the chats, put your favorite horror stuff in the chat right now. I want to know your guys' favorite movies, your favorite games, like when it comes to horror. Yeah, I've watched plenty of creepypasta videos. Dude, one of my favorite ones that, like, I still haven't found anything to match it is the Oakburn, what's it called? The Oakburn Files or something like that, and the Misery of 1997. It's a whole thing that was put together by Red Dragon, I believe. But Nexpo, like, tells the story really well. That one messed me up, dude. That's like an analog horror. It's so good. You guys should look it up. Oakburn. Anyways, I forgot to say I play everything. My regular haunts are Rivals, Monster Hunter, and Overwatch. Really? Dude, I would love to play Monster Hunter. I really want to play the new one, but I don't know anybody that actually plays it, so like I'm always just playing Valorant. Who are your mains in Rivals and Overwatch? I used to be a Sombra main, which is why my character looks like this. I wanted to model my character to be similar to Sombra. And I do DJ streaming, and I'm a music producer. I'm a music producer too, and I make music too. I'm a singer. I'm a singer-songwriter. That's super cool. Look at us. We're like one in the same. I like it. I like it. Favorite horror game is probably Outlast, and it's DLC. Whistleblower, like the original one. Dude, I love Outlast. It's so good. Like Mount Massive is such a great, like, greatly designed space, and the whole camera thing is just incredible. Like, I love the storyline. I love the lore. There's somebody on YouTube who did like, I think it's like 7 hours of Outlast lore. It's deep. Like, you guys should check it out if you ever have a chance. Whistleblower is so smart. I felt like Resident Evil 7 took a little bit of like, well, technically Resident Evil 7 was in development before Outlast, but I felt like that Whistleblower felt a little bit like Mia's part in Resident Evil 7. I thought that was pretty cool. Ooh, very cool. Yes, very cool indeed. I'm a tank main. You're a tank main? Mag, Emma, thing. Oh, in Rivals. I see. I'm a Iron Man main. And I also love Iron Man IRL. I have so many Iron Man comics. I have Iron Man everywhere right now. If you were to see in my IRL room, you'd see Iron Man everywhere. Let me know on Monster Hunter Wilds. You can hop in with us sometime. Find me. Find me on Discord. I don't know how you're gonna find me, but find me. It's Dizzy_Angelus. You could probably find me in the server. But yeah, add me. I would love to play Monster Hunter Wilds. Like, dude, I don't know if my computer can handle it. Is it crossplay? Because I can play it on my PlayStation. I don't know if I can play it on my PC. My PC is wonky, but I can play it on PlayStation. Let me know if if it's crossplay. 7 hours is some dedication. I'm telling you, dude, it's 7 hours long. I was like, what the frick? It's titled like Outlast lore you can fall asleep to, because like there's no way you're watching that in one sitting. I'm a tank main in every game. I play Gunlance in MHW Wilds. I don't know why I said MHW Wilds. I don't know. I can't read. Dude, I'm a tank main in Overwatch. I was a Rein main for so long. I was like Diamond, I think. I've never even touched Grandmaster, never close, but I loved Rein. Rein was like my favorite. I even have like Rein stuff in my room still. Yeah, I got you, don't worry. For sure! It is crossplay. Let's go. I used to play Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter. Frick, I don't remember what it's called. Monster Hunter something on PSP. Dude, and I would play that thing every day, dude. I loved Monster Hunter. I was so good at it. Monster Hunter PSP. Freedom Unite. That's what I had. Oh no, I had Freedom. I don't think I had Freedom Unite. Yeah, that one was so much fun. Yeah, there you go. Monster Hunter Freedom. Yeah. Dude, I love that game. So much fun. And I even got emulators to play it again. I never really get far though. I was really good at it, but I don't get too far. Cause it's a really long game. Dude, emulation is my love too, by the way. I love emulation. If you guys like emulation, let me know. Because I love it. Like recently, I beat Mega Man Battle Network 3, but because Delta isn't really fully developed to do any crossplay just yet, I can't get the final chips. You have to trade them. But I can't trade anybody. It's an emulator. Oh well. Yes, if you are in Ally Dreams chat, please go check out the coffee page. Just buy her a coffee, or check out what else she has on there. Please make sure you visit, even if just to take a look. Window shopping, that does a lot of good and a lot of help. Emulation is good for old Nintendo games. Yes, I fell in love with emulation because when I was a kid, one of the people from our church gave me a thumb drive that had the SNES emulator on it, and like a crap ton of games, like an insane amount. I played Harvest Moon, I played Super Mario RPG, I played Maui Mallard, I played Street Fighter, I played all the Final Fantasy games, I played Chrono Trigger. Dude, I loved emulation after that. I was like, dude, how can I do this for everything? And I learned how to do it for PlayStation 1. I got to play all my old favorite games. Like, I finally beat Dino Crisis. I finally beat Tomba 2. I finally beat Ape Escape. Oh, dude, it was so much fun. And then I got the PS2 emulator, and I was able to play Kingdom Hearts. And then they came out with the Kingdom Hearts story so far. So I hopped off of the emulator and played that instead. My favorite game on SNES is Donkey Kong Country 2. Heck yeah, brother. Heck yeah, brother. That's a great one. Donkey Kong Country 2, Donkey Kong Country, and then Donkey Kong Country for the Game Boy Advance. That was my favorite version. That's lit. Apparently now you can go almost up to PS4 in emulation. You can definitely emulate the Xbox 360. You can emulate PS3. Dude, I need to get on that. My dream is to make a machine that just emulates, right? I want to have like a full-on arcade in my house where it's just emulators, right? So you could play like old PS3 games, PS4 games, etc., etc. Not PS4, PS3, PS2, Xbox 360, that kind of stuff. Ape Escape is amazing. Ape Escape is literally goated. Like, I don't know anyone that like has actually played it, like that I know IRL, and I keep trying to explain to them. But trying to explain to them doesn't really make much sense. It's like, yeah, you're this dude and you're doing like this time, you're worried about like time travel, and like your best friend gets taken, and all these monkeys are running around, and you have to capture these monkeys on top of dinosaurs, and they're like, what are you talking about?
Hey.
Like oh, yes. Hello.
I know this became a really weird interview, but can you continue taking over? I gotta actually go outside and check my AC unit, okay?
Hey, have fun at that. We're talking about emulation, so you handle.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Have fun.
So, anywho, I'm terrible at explaining games, so like most people don't want to play the games that I try to explain to them. But, yeah, Ape Escape is one of my favorites. The most recent one I tried to play was Harvest Moon, but it didn't slap the way SNES did. She has to go outside and touch grass. Can you take over my stream? I gotta go touch grass. Oh, dude, I feel that, dude. So, honestly, same, bro. What games do you guys like? What's some of your guys' favorite games from back in the day? I know you said Donkey Kong. Is there another game that like has your heart? Like for me, my favorite game of all time is Soma. It's a horror game, but the story's so good, so good. But back in the day when I was a kid, obviously, like some of my favorites were Tomba. I love Tomba. I loved Kingdom Hearts #1. That one's the Kingdom Hearts 2 is the best Kingdom Hearts of all time. There's no other Kingdom Hearts that's better than Kingdom Hearts 2. I don't care if it's Dream Drop Distance. I don't care if it's 300 something whatever over 2 days. I don't care if it's Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't care about Kingdom Hearts 2. Chain of Memories is the worst. The remake is the worst. The Game Boy one's alright, but the one on PS2 sucks. Don't ever play that one. These days it's Dragon Quest. Ooh. How many of the Dragon Quests have you played? I only recently learned about some of the Dragon Quest games. They're kind of cool. Super interesting. Something I probably should get into. But they go way back. They go back to like Super Nintendo days. Like I don't remember if Akira Toriyama was like on Dragon Quest first before like Dr. Slump, but that thing was old. And there's so many games. I don't know where to start. It's like Zelda. I'm gonna say something, chat, and I hope you guys don't get mad, but I have never played a single Zelda game. I said it right here on live. That's right. Clip it. I want everyone to know. I'm tired of hiding it. I've never played a single Zelda game. But I have played all the Super Mario ones and the Sonic ones, but I've never played any Zelda games. I've never played any Metroid Prime games either. Isn't that crazy? I have the Platinum Trophy for Dragon Quest 11 and 3. Whoa. That's pretty fire. That's actually a flex. I like that. I almost platinumed Final Fantasy X. That was like the first game I really got close to. And I almost 100%ed Kingdom Hearts 2. The only games that I've 100%ed so far are all the Resident Evil games. Nice. Nice. Dragon Quest, I saw someone streaming it one time, and I thought it was so interesting. I love JRPGs, but I haven't played much in recent years. I used to play things like Valkyrie Profile. Have you heard of that? Valkyrie Profile was really cool. I played Magna Carta. Story was okay, but like the art, chef's kiss. There's another game called Kingdom of Paradise. I thought that was... Oh! Dash X7! Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the 404, where quality content can't be found. It's me, your boy Dizzy. I'm your guide to the gaming wasteland. So we check the garbage content on our journey to spread... Wait, no, that's wrong. On our journey to become the Lord of the Wasteland. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Cotton Eye Joe, how did you find me? Did you find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Discord? Hello, welcome in. Yeah. His answer was yeah. Wait a minute. Hey, thank you, Sombra, for the super delayed reaction there, but heck yeah, welcome in. What was I saying? Dragon Quest. Oh, yeah. Do you know any of those games? Like Valkyrie Profile or Magna Carta, maybe Fire Emblem? I haven't played Fire Emblem though. What else did I play that was like JRPG? Oh, hey! Welcome back, K Peluche. I'm terrible at pronouncing your name. 5 stream streak. Oh my gosh! Like you actually love me. I knew it. I knew you loved me. It's all about Persona. Ooh, Elite Pull. I also have never played a Persona game. I tried on PSP once. It was a lot, and I didn't really know where I was. I got confused. I felt the same way about Corpse Party. But maybe I just didn't give it a fair chance. Oh, Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core. That one was another JRPG I played. I feel like that's like surface level JRPGs. I did play a lot of like things that weren't really known relatively, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. Hello, how are you, Kepaluche? How's life? How's everything treating you? Anything fun happened for you recently? What are you up to? Kingdom Hearts. Yes, we were just talking about Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts. I 100%ed, almost 100% Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2 is the greatest one out of the entire series. I will fight anybody on that. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories is literally the worst one out of the series, with one of the best mechanics of all time. Yet the game itself sucks. It has one of the literally the greatest model for the villain. My favorite villain in the entire series in Chain of Hearts, and I hate that game, but I love that model so much. It's Marluxia. Dude, him with a nun like transformation. Oh, I wish someone can make that, like 3D print that. I would love to have that in my room. I'm more of a Kingdom Hearts 1 guy. How dare you? I'm just kidding. Kingdom Hearts 1 is awesome. I think obviously Kingdom Hearts 1 is just there's nothing that tops it. However, as far as like playability, gamer experience, all around, just development, I think Kingdom Hearts 2 is way better. There's so many things that you can do that, like, quality of life is a lot different in Kingdom Hearts 2. There's much more you can explore. There's much more, what's it called? They first introduced, what's it called, thing in that one with the triangle. Well, I forget what it's called when you bring in other, what are they called? Not summons, there you go. I thought Kingdom Hearts 2 was just way better. Kingdom Hearts 1, though, obviously, you can't have one without the other, right? Tales of Zestiria. Wow, what a pull. Okay, see, these are the kinds of games I'm talking about, boy. Now, have I played it? No. But these are the kinds of games that I'm talking about people should start playing. Like, things that are, like, outside of the realm of, like, what people normally play. Have you guys heard of, like, Magna Carta and stuff? Like, that was another one. You're a weeb? Same. Well, no, I'm a fake weeb. I'm not gonna lie. I am a fake weeb. I would love to be a weeb, but I'm fake. I don't know much. I try to though. I know a lot of obscure stuff, mostly horror. Um, but like that one's a good one. Um, let's see. I don't know. There's some more. There's got to be more. Um, that I'm trying to think of. Let's see. JRPGs for PS one. Let's see. I know there's some. I know there's some that I'm missing. Let's see. Xenogears. That's another one. Chrono Cross, obviously. Have you guys played those? Wild Arms is another one. Oh, Time Splitters, I think is what it's called, or Time something. That was another good one. I played that on Dreamcast. Do you guys remember Dreamcast? Rogue Galaxy is another one. Yes, dude, Rogue Galaxy. But I think that was on PS2, if I'm not mistaken. It was for PS2. Yep. That's another good one. Like nobody gets to talk about these. They feel like they're lost to time. You know what I mean? What other great PS2 JRPGs are there? Like everyone knows Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts, but like there's other really good ones that's just like, dude, we got to get more traction on these ones. You know what I mean? Like I used to do a lot of emulation streams that I think was really fun. Maybe one day I'll go back to it. Let's see. Dark Cloud. Does anyone remember Dark Cloud? That was it right there. Valkyrie Profile 2 Silmeria. That's the one that I played like religiously. Shadow Hearts is another one. And Suikoden. I don't know if you guys know those. But if you guys played those, you guys, that's elite ball knowledge, bro. Absolutely elite ball knowledge. Xenosaga is another one. I don't know about the Dot Hack series. I would think that those are pretty interesting, but I don't know if they were actually any good. Star Ocean is another one. Along the same vein as Rogue Galaxy. Sorry, I started rambling there. Are you guys in an ad? By the way, there's ads on my channel. Sorry, folks, if you're stuck in the ads. For everyone that's stuck in the ads, please make sure that you report back. Let us know what you find in the Wastelands. What kind of ads did you find? Everyone who has who's subscribed or is on Turbo, make sure that you debrief them when they come back in. Ask them what they found. All of your minutes in the Wastelands help fund the 404 operation. So thank you so much for hanging out and checking out the Wastelands. Report back to us with what you find. Anywho, I literally have platinum for Dark Cloud. Yo, let's go. I'm glad I got that elite pill. Platinum is kind of crazy considering Platinum didn't come out until, I don't know, what, PlayStation 3? So, did you end up playing it on, like, the PlayStation Plus thing? How did you play it and get Platinum? Dark Cloud 2 is better. Also, check out Steambot Chronicles. We're looking at it right now, chat. We're going to look at it right now. Steambot Chronicles. What is this? Whoa. This looks like if, you know how Mega Man fought that one girl? I forget her name. Speaking of which, that's another great one, Mega Man Legends. I forget her name, but this looks like that. It looks like if you could play an entire game of just that. Who is the Mega Man Legends enemy? I forget her name. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's on PS5. Yeah, it has PS5 version that has Platinum. Solid. That's what I'm talking about. Heck yeah, man. Who's the antagonist in Mega Man Legends? What's her name? Mega Man Legends. Hold on. Her name is Tron-Bonne. Yeah, Steambot Chronicles looks like a game if you were Tron-Bonne. If you got to play as her. Like, that sounds like an awesome game, TBH. It looks like, yeah, I like this. So, question for you guys. For a game such as Steambot Chronicles, how the frick did you find it? Were you walking around Blockbuster? And did you see it on the shelf and was like, dude, this is the one? I haven't played much Mega Man. What? Dude, I love it. Well, Battle Network is my favorite version of Mega Man. Anyone who's ever played Battle Network knows it's next level stuff. My friend loves that game. Which game? Which game did I say? I said like 4. Between that. Which game did they love? Was it Mega Man? Was it Dark Cloud? Was it Steambot? Was it Mega Man Legends? I remember I was playing with my uncle. My uncle's not that much older than me, maybe like 2 years older than me. and we would trade off every time we died, and we would play Mega Man Legends. Well, my cousin went outside, or my uncle rather. My uncle went outside while I was playing my version, and I was playing the final boss. Well, I died, but my uncle hadn't come back yet, so I kept playing. And on my second life, I beat it. And he came back in, and I told him I beat it, and he goes, "Yeah, because I know you. I know you didn't. What's it called? I know you didn't give it back to me. I know you died and didn't give it back." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I betrayed you." Oh, your friend loves that game. That's how you found Steambot. Oh, interesting. I wonder if there's any games that I played because of my friend's recommendations. I don't think so. My family had a bunch of games. They were all gamers, so I would just kind of just pick and choose like games that they had lying around. And my dad loved going to Blockbuster, so I would just like browse some of the game areas, and I found games like Tomba, right? Tomba is one of them. There's another game called something with a K. Uh, Klonoa. Klonoa was another one that I played. That I really liked. Rayman, all that stuff that I got from walking around Blockbuster. Blockbuster was the stuff, dude. If you ever been to Blockbuster, such a good time. That's how I played God of War. If you guys played God of War, I played one time. Me and a friend marathoned every God of War game in a weekend, and we beat all of them. It was an incredible time. God of War has a special place in my heart. I have tattoos of Greek mythology because of God of War. Well, we didn't sleep. It was impressive. I would call it something else. We got a bunch of pizza, a bunch of soda, and we just played all weekend. Every time we ran out of pizza or soda, we would go to the what's it called? To the grocery store that was just like a couple of like blocks away. Go re-up, and then come back and just do it again. Dude, it was so awesome. Oh my gosh, that time in my life was so amazing. I loved it. I loved it, dude. Um, got all the way up to I think Ghost of Sparta. I think Ghost of Sparta we didn't get to play, but we beat 1, 2, 3. We beat the other PSP one, and then there was another one that was out I think at that time. So we played all of them. But this was long before God of War and God of War Ragnarok. It was like 4 years before those came out. That was I loved it. I don't know how we got through it in one weekend, but we did. We didn't stop playing. The same. We were in like the dorms at the time, and like the same dorms. I had another friend who invited me over to play Dead Space. That was my first experience playing a game on a PC, and I love Dead Space, dude. It's one of my favorite games too. But then he also introduced me to Dota 2. That's what started me on computer gaming, and that's how I ended up as a VTuber. There's a lot of things in between, but just know this that Dead Space, Dota 2, VTuber. That's how it goes. There's no other route. It always ends like that. So you guys are all weebs. What's some of your favorite anime that you've been watching? Right now, I have been super into Frieren. I finished it, and I also finished Delicious in Dungeon. I know those are pretty basic, but I love them. I finally finished Attack on Titan. I still haven't finished My Hero. I finished Elfen Lied. That was another one I finished recently. Ooh, Fire Force. That's a good one. Um, I couldn't. I don't know what it is. Something about Fire Force felt very. Please don't be mad at me. Please don't be mad at me. Something about Fire Force felt very like Yu-Gi-Oh, like very kids, very shonen. Like that voice acting just felt so. I don't know. It wasn't really like. It didn't hit. Felt like how they talk in Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I mean? And I was like, I really want to get into this anime, but I just couldn't get past like the first 3 episodes. Is that the case for everybody else? Like, does it get better after episode 4 or something? You know what I mean? Um, I like the visuals, but I couldn't get through to the acting and the story. I didn't vibe. I wanted to so bad though. Way better. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna go check it out. I see what's her name starts with an M, maybe the one with the who has to take off her like jacket or whatever to fight. Um, Obvi, she is like a gym rat like inspiration for all lady gym rats. You know what I mean? Because she is buff as all get out. But I never got to her because I couldn't get past like the first few episodes. I do want to though. Um, that one. I mostly watch horror anime, so those are the ones that I was into. But you know what? You know what I'm into that I can't believe that I'm into that I don't mean to be into. But every time I start a show, I'm about like episode 2 in before I realize what it is slice of life animes. Like I don't know how I always get tricked into watching them, but I always end up watching slice of life animes every freaking time. I don't know how, but I do. Like I watched K-On!, I've watched Dragon Maid Kobayashi, I've watched Umaru-chan, I've watched Komi Can't Communicate. It's just non-stop slice of life. There was another one recently too. Like even Friden is almost like slice of life. There's a couple of shonen parts in there too. If you would have to recommend an anime, what would it be? Samurai Champloo. Hands down, my favorite anime of all time is Samurai Champloo. If you guys get a chance to watch it, it is such a beautifully done anime. So if you guys like lo-fi hip hop, Samurai Champloo's soundtrack was made from Nujabes, who is the godfather of lo-fi hip hop. So if you ever wonder where lo-fi comes from, it derives from a lot of different places, but Nujabes was definitely a pioneer in that industry, and it came from the Samurai Champloo soundtrack. So if you guys like that, that's a one reason to watch it. If you guys like breakdancing, imagine breakdancing samurai. That's another reason to watch it. If you guys like hip hop, mixing it with Edo period style samurai, that's another reason to watch it. If you guys just like samurai in general, that's one reason to watch it. It's funny. It was if you guys like Valorant, you guys like Steve Bloom. Steve Bloom voices Mugen, who also voices what's his name from Cowboy Bebop. Spike Spiegel, so it's the same voice actor. So if you guys like them, watch it. If you like Toonami, that's another good reason to watch it. What else? The storyline's so good. I can't talk enough about Samurai Champloo. I love it. I have tattoos of Samurai Champloo as well. Anyways, what else would I recommend? If you guys like horror, Blood Sea is really good. The storyline is really well done. It's random in the storyline of the overarching what's it called series, but not Blood. Is it Blood Sea or Blood Plus? Blood, whatever, whichever one is on the island. That one you need to watch. It's such a good one. I recommend that to anyone who wants to just feel disgusting afterwards. If you guys like slice of life anime, Umaru-chan is really cute, and I think that one's really sweet. But K-On! Is probably the best one of all of them. Lucky Star's fun, but K-On! Made me cry so much I couldn't control myself. Definitely recommend if you can get through it. Attack on Titan is pretty good. If you watch a funny anime, watch Ghost Stories. I've watched Ghost Stories religiously. I love Ghost Stories. One of the funniest anime of all time. And, if you guys didn't know, fun fact, the English dub is the official dub. It's not a fan-made dub. It's not a random dub. Literally, the studio ran out of money in Japan and sold the rights to a company in America who was doing voice work for other anime, but they could do whatever they wanted with this anime, so they decided to just make an abridged version, which is officially the actual English dub, is the abridged version. Zack, Blood Sea is a super gore anime. That's the one. Watch that one. That will mess you up for life. I love that one. I need to watch Blood Sea then. Yes, you do. I haven't seen that, death scenes like that done that way since Blood Sea. I've seen other types of death scenes. They're pretty good, but nothing to where you feel like, oh my gosh, like, why did that happen? Or you don't know how to feel about the character now that they're dying. Or you don't know, like, it's just that things that, like, oh, you feel so bad. There's not a single death scene in Blood Sea where you're like, man, that's satisfying. Like, I'm so glad that character died. Every death is a gut punch. And I think that's what makes that one so unique to me. That every death is a gut punch. The original Blood, the Last Vampire, every death feels very satisfying. Like, yeah, they're bad guys, kill them, good stuff. There's another one called Blood Plus, which is a little bit more friendly. They used to air it on Toonami, so it's a little bit more family friendly, so it's not as dark. But Blood Sea just held nothing back. So yeah, I love Blood Sea. Um, let's see. What other anime would I recommend? Obviously the older ones. Toonami is just a big, great resource. There's I didn't really get too much into anime until later in life, so like I don't have much to recommend other than a lot of slice of life anime for some reason. But horror is big. Gantz is pretty fun. Um, but Gantz, the issue. Okay, so I know you guys know this, obviously being weebs, but anime is literally just a giant marketing tool for manga, right? Um, most of the manga ka or whatever, however you pronounce it, they are working on their manga and use anime to promote the manga. Therefore, a lot of anime, what's it called? Adaptations, they end weird, or they end too fast, or they end wrong, or they end on cliffhangers because the manga isn't done, or they just only had enough money to promote one season of it. So in Gantz, it's the same way. I love Gantz so much. The issue is that it was only for like one season, and they ended the story, so it just ends strange. Elfen Lied is the same way. But the manga is incredible. The one that I would recommend if you were to watch Gantz is Gantz O, I think, on Netflix. That one's really good. Really good. Old school Dragon Ball 1, Sailor Moon. Mm-hmm. Dragon Ball GT, obviously. That one holds a special place in my heart as well. I very much enjoyed all the different transformations in that one and all the characters that were introduced, but it's no longer canon, unfortunately. Um, but those, obviously, you can't go wrong with Dragon Ball. But another horror one is called Another. That one's super good. That one's sad. I like Another. GT was crazy. GT just whatever you thought Dragon Ball was, GT wasn't. You know what I mean? Like GT was just like the cyber wasteland future like booty crack of the Dragon Ball universe. Like, and when I say that, I don't mean that in a bad way, just in a strange way. Like, everything that they could throw at you, they did. I like the last saga with the Shadow Dragons, exactly. Like, I think it's like Ultimate Shenron or whatever. Like, it doesn't even look like a dragon anymore, you know? And I think it's a lot of, like, metallic looking sci-fi that, like, wasn't really what Dragon Ball originally was. Though I loved it, and I think it's an amazing thing. It's just strange that they retconned it as if it never existed.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
I was here listening to the whole conversation. That's
Mm,
well, not the whole thing.
do you,
I've been in and out. It's so yeah, my AC is completely busted.
gotcha. Yes, we're talking Dragon Ball now.
Ooh,
Hmm
I love Dragon Ball. I actually had the honor to interview Stephanie O'Donnelly, who is the voice actress for Goku, little Goku.
Oh, how fun! That's actually mad cool.
Yeah,
She back from touching grass.
I literally I went outside to touch grass and then to see
Heck yeah,
see what
heck
was
yeah.
working. But I have a fan near me, but yeah. But was it fun to take over the stream? Sorry, like this is the weirdest interview out of the entire series. But you know what? Don't
No,
make
I
this
had a lot
happen.
of fun.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
had a lot of fun talking so far. Everyone's been really chatty, so I didn't feel alone at all, and we got to know each other, and I got to share some of my little nerdy knowledge.
No, that's
Hmm
why I love about doing these. The communities get to know each other, or you get to know my community, because my community has been with me for. I've been doing this for 6 years, but I've been doing this in total of 13 years. So this has been it's been a fun time doing all this because I love
hmm
to get to know people, and at the same time, not every streamer has the same story. It might be similar, but it will never be the same whatsoever.
I agree.
So it's
That's what
always
makes it fun,
nice.
right?
Yeah, that's what makes it fun. So since I was gone for a good minute, I could extend this for another 30 minutes if that's okay with you. So I could finish asking my questions because I still have some questions to ask.
Absolutely. I have nothing going on.
That's
I have a lot going on, but I'd rather do this.
okay. So how do you maintain balance with your working with the youth and, IRL life with your streaming schedule?
Oh, you kind of cut off at the end. With what?
With your streaming schedule. Sorry.
Um, you choose the times that you can keep up with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, a lot of people say that the sweet spot is 3 hours, right? 3 hours of streaming.
That's accurate.
Mhm, mhm. But for a lot of people, that may be too much. For a lot of people, that may be too little. You know what I mean? Even though it's a sweet spot, if you're not going to be consistent at it, I highly recommend that you don't do that. Just find the times that you for sure can stream. Like if you find yourself just playing video games naturally, like on Fridays for a couple hours, and then naturally on Tuesdays for a couple hours, just make that your stream if you want to. The biggest thing for most communities is not that you're streaming a lot, that you're streaming their favorite games, that they stream this, that, and the other. The biggest thing in most streamers' lives that they all are consistent about is that the fact that you are that word consistent. They know where to find you. They know what time to find you. So with that being said, if you want to stream, just choose times that you know you can stick to. You know what I mean?
Fair.
And just do that consistently.
No, I definitely agree with that. That's actually a really
So,
good point.
to answer your question, how do I find the balance?
Yes.
I just find the times that don't interfere with the rest of my life and make each part of my life a priority. So if I'm going to work, that is like that whole day. My actual job, I work anytime from 7 to 4:30. It could be a shift in the morning, shift in the afternoon, a pickup shift in the middle. So I block out the whole morning just for that. I block out a whole section of certain days of the week just to work with the youth, so no one else can get that time, right? And similarly, I do that for streaming. I block out these times of the day, and these times of the weekend just to stream, nothing else.
So this is a complete random question, not part of the interview, but um, my personal view since I'm dealing with this predicament and I'm not really tired and I don't know. Should I stay up and play a game or should I just like
Do whatever your heart
do
desires.
whatever my heart desires? Now, if I do after our interview done, I was thinking about either doing a sponsor or playing Unhinged Tamagotchi, Living Your Dream, because it just came out just
Oh,
a few days ago.
I have no. I don't know either of those, so run it. That's my saying. Run it. Even if it's gonna destroy everything, run it.
You
Do it.
never hold on. You never seen Tamagotchi ever?
Am I missing? Did I miss a couple episodes? What's a Tamagotchi? Isn't that the thing that you can grow on your keychain?
That's Tamagotchi.
Use a magic 8 ball. Yeah, agreed. What is a Tamagotchi? What is that?
Um, Tamagotchi life. I'll show you a video. Do you want a 7-minute video, a 22-minute video, or
Oh, I know Tamagotchi. I know this thing. I just seen it recently. Yeah, 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 yeah.
it
This is
just
a fun one.
it just came out and I wanted to play it because the thing is I do have Hello Kitty Island Adventure and I also do have
Lit.
Tamagotchi for my Switch.
You should run the Tamagotchi 100%.
I do, but then okay, I have whatchamacallit. I have um what's that word? I have commitments. I have to do I had 23 sponsors and I went down to 18 and now I'm up to 28 sponsors. Like, how is this possible?
I'm a bad influence. Don't ask me. I will tell you not to do the sponsorship and play the game. Don't listen to me. I'm a terrible influence. I will always tell you to have fun. Yeah, the sponsors will always be there. Just play the game. Just kidding. Don't listen to me. I'm terrible.
The sponsors are fun. Don't get me wrong. I love doing sponsors.
I've only been sponsored by Minecraft, and they technically didn't sponsor me.
Oh, you want to talk a little bit about it if you're able to?
Sure. She always has 20 sponsors lined up at all times. Dang, that's at least 19 more than I've ever had. Dang, did she go touch grass again? Hero?
I'm here. I'm just reading
Ah,
my emails.
I feel it.
I got an email saying I need to submit some content for a certain game. So I think I was gonna save it for another day, but since I'm up and I could just like switch scenes and then just edit this and then send you the whole interview, I could do that. Or I
There
could
you
end
go.
stream besides instead of rating and whoever stands behind could just see a game. I don't know. I'm just planning ahead. It's just weird. Today has just been a really weird off day. And it's because,
Me too. I accidentally overlapped four different things on the same day. There was a
ooh,
party, an IRL party. I had to leave early, and then I had to cancel on a friend who I was supposed to play D&D with, and then I went and had the collab with the other peoples over there, and then I had yours. I am terrible at scheduling. That's why I stick to consistent schedules. That way I don't do this, because I'm terrible at it.
oh my gosh.
I was like, yeah, Wednesday's perfect. And I said it to everybody.
You did say that.
Oops.
No, the thing is, was it two reschedules? Yeah, there was two reschedules. So because the schedule was like 6:30 or 6, and I'm like, oh, I finished work at that time. It's gonna be a little hard to crunch that. And then I was like, oh,
Mhm.
guess what? There's an April day, and I know you were excited because you wanted a sooner day, and that was the sooner day. Oh my god.
Heck yeah. It happens. It tends to happen to me quite a lot. If I were to ever be in a relationship, I would beg them to be a good scheduler. Because if they scheduled my time, our life would be amazing. I used to have a problem with someone
What
I
is the
dated
2 hour
before.
thing?
Mm-mm. I used to have a problem with someone I
Oh,
dated
true.
before where they would be like, "Hey, are you excited to go to this thing we're going to tomorrow?" And I'd be like, "What thing?" And they'd be like, "We literally talked about it on the car ride the other day and you said yes." And I was like, "I don't remember that." If I don't have someone scheduling my stuff, I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm bad at that. So, like, I've been taking control more of my schedule, but I'm still terrible at it. One day I'll grow up to be just as amazing as Ollie Dream here. Good at scheduling. Mm-mm.
It's not even summertime.
Is that your terrible time in summer? Is that when it gets really hectic for you?
No,
Hmm?
sorry, my mom's talking to me. Um,
Hi, Mom.
the summertime, you know what's weird with the summertime? Summertime, I balance. I try to stream less. I think summertime. You know what? You know how you could check this? I'm gonna check TwitchTracker.com. Curious.
What the heck is a TwitchTracker.com?
What? You don't know what TwitchTracker.com is? It is a free site where you
Professional
can.
streamer, by the way. I don't know anything.
Oh. It's basically where you can see like when you started streaming and what's your first game you stream and all that stuff. It also
Twitch Tracker.
it also tells you how long you've been live. So I've
What the frick? I am looking up myself right now. Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Here I am. What
Hmm.
do I do?
You look through your stats, look what games you played.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. So I
I have.
did 7,831 hours streamed.
That's crazy. I have. Where did you find this ray of sunshine?
In the statistics tab.
Mm,
Yeah.
summertime is too hot. I agree. I live in Kansas City, Missouri. It's like walking into an oven during the summer. It's so humid, it's so gross. Dude, I've been streaming for a long time, but I still haven't streamed as much as I streamed Overwatch. Wow.
Oh,
I guess Overwatch is my life.
do you want to know what's crazy? I'm looking. Okay, so I'm looking at my span of streaming because I started in 2020, like I said, but I had this
Hmm.
account since early 2017, 2016. But I tried streaming at 2019, didn't work out, and then around 2020 is when I had my peak and I hit affiliate immediately with the old requirements, the 100 followers and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I hit affiliate the moment I could, right? Because you have to stream a certain amount of
yeah.
time. The moment I hit that achievement, I hit affiliate.
So as I'm looking at my, because you were saying like how summer take breaks and stuff, I
Hmm.
took a lot of breaks during the springtime compared to the summer. Summer, I actually streamed a lot of horror games from 2022 to 2023.
Hmm.
2021 was the time I was moving, so I didn't stream as much. But as soon as I was settled in, I streamed nonstop, and I was unemployed at the time. So when I was unemployed, I definitely took advantage of streaming. But I definitely had growth. I had growth in 2023, and then I spiked around 2026 when FBC Firebreak came out, and I did a partnership with Ubisoft for Skull and Bones. I had a peak of 200 to 300 viewers.
Wow.
No raise,
Skull and
by the
Bones is a
way.
good one.
Yeah, it's a fun one. It's fun.
Dude,
But the thing is,
let's
it's
go.
just weird, like seeing the numbers fluctuate. But yeah, it looks like summertime. I didn't stream as much, but I just want to see. So 2025, correct? I want to look at 2025 from wait, what month? From May. May. Yeah, we'll do May.
Hmm.
May 2025, May 1st um to now. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let me see.
This is so cool. I've never seen this before.
Isn't it
Like,
cool?
this is like low-key bringing back some memories. It showed me my peak view. I remember the day that I had this amount of people. I know exactly when I had this amount of people watching me. Because okay, I'm gonna confess something. I don't know if you've ever done this, and I don't know if chat's ever done this, but I fell asleep while I was streaming.
I'm narcoleptic, so it happens often to me, way too much.
Okay. So, well, it's a little bit different then. You're right. Mine is because it was actually boring. I was playing a game, no one was watching, and I fell asleep while playing the game. And while I was asleep, they raided me.
Oh, where did
And
I
it was a
find this ray of sunshine dream? I found this lovely VTuber on Roblox. We were playing just to impress, and yeah, it just happened. Bam, we're friends. I don't even
mm-hmm.
play Roblox. No, we were in a
It,
competition together, and we're in the same Discord. And literally, I just posted, "Hey, I want to interview streamers," and I just was waiting people to take initiative and just sign up. But the Roblox story was more fun, I guess. Even though
exactly.
I really despise Roblox. I despise Roblox.
I've never played a wink of Roblox.
I
I
only
never played
down
Minecraft until last week.
I only downloaded Roblox just to see like, because on TikTok they have like these worlds where they actually reenact Hamilton and Wicked, and that's the only reason why I made an account, just to watch those. But yeah,
That's fire. I like that.
yeah.
When? The sleep raid? Yeah, dude, I was like falling asleep, and then a friend of mine who I think is partner, and he's the reason why I started playing Valorant, because I got the drop in his stream and he told me to link my account, that's why I never put it back down. But one day he raided me. I was like falling asleep. Like, I felt so bad. I was like, hi. They raided me with like 80 people, and I was like, hello everybody. I was here, I think. I remember that day. This is so cool. I love this.
Isn't it
Oh my
cool?
gosh.
It's definitely cool
Hmm.
for like storytelling, and then like if you want to like just a chill, just chatting stream, you could definitely like reminiscence about it and stuff.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Like, in November, I streamed in November and December of 2018. I was streaming every day, all the way up until January and February of 2019. Oh man, just to chase that again one day. Maybe when I grow up and be big and strong one day. I've had games that are boring like that to me. Kingdom Hearts 3 was like that for me too. Like, Kingdom Hearts 3 wasn't even a real game. Like, it was just a long cinematic movie, like interactive
I
movie.
couldn't stand that with the passion.
Dude, I was like, bro, I would play for like 5 minutes and then I'd have to watch a movie for like 15. I was like, what is this game, dude? And then not only that, but when I played, my character was already overpowered, like from the get-go. So I didn't even have a challenge fighting anybody. I was like, why am I playing this? I never even finished it. And I love Kingdom Hearts. Isn't that sad?
That's true. All right, guys,
Mhm.
I'm making a poll. We're gonna have our lovely guest for another 10 more minutes, and then you'll decide if you want me to stay awake because I can't sleep. I get really, really annoyed, and I get really antsy when it's super hot, and it's extremely hot in this house. And I actually have to spectate the thermostat for 2 hours. So if I could be live for 2 hours and see if it works, it works. But yeah, so I'm making a poll, guys. It's gonna last for 10 minutes, and this was fun once again. Dizzy,
Oh,
I would like to do a follow up in the next 4 years, and hopefully I'll see you. What is your goal as a streamer? Like your end term goal?
no idea. My goal is to just. I mean, I do have a goal, but I don't know what it'll look like. My goal is just to be able to make enough money off of this thing to be able to just play video games for a living. And that doesn't mean for me to be Kai Cenat. You know what I mean? That just means, hey, maybe like a couple thousand a month. I know that's a big jump, but like maybe that's enough just to get a nice apartment, get some food, right? And then I could just live just by hanging out with people. I think that'll be a lot of fun. That's really my goal. Now how we get there? No idea. I'm not that great of a streamer. I don't know what I'm doing. I just like playing games. So yeah, that's my goal.
All right. So I made my poll, and yeah, polls don't matter, but this poll is actually going to matter. So I have Tamagotchi Dream Life, Showcase
She
Meld,
picks what she wants.
Just Chatting. If you want to see the new Meld options and see what the controversy is, I don't mind. We could, and they have interacting chat games, so we could test that out live on stream. I could do a sponsor game if I really have to. I could read bedtime stories. We have some few bedtime stories that I have to finish. Or we could keep Zach awake and I could have Zach play with me games all night long. Like content warning or DBD or.
Man, you guys got a lot of options, man.
I know,
Spoiled.
right?
I like it.
It's great. I don't know why no one wants to keep Zach awake. Like, who's that one person that voted for keeping Zach awake? I like them. You like that option? I know it's a great option. It's because me and Zach was playing content warning last night. But yeah, it's definitely fun. And I finally figure out how to like have the voice chat to work. So, yay! I was gonna put trophy hunting, but I'm like, I think I'll rage quit if I was trophy hunting. Are you an achievement hunter also, or you just play for the giggles?
I mostly play for the giggles, but if it's Resident Evil, 1000% trophy hunting. I don't know what it is about Resident Evil. I think because Resident Evil 3 was so easy to 100%. It was the first game I ever platinumed. And I was like, I'm going to do this for all the Resident Evil games. And I have. I've gotten it for Resident Evil 8, for Resident Evil 2, for Resident Evil 3. I've gotten unlimited ammo for Resident Evil 1. I've gotten it for Resident Evil 4. I'm going to try to do it for Resident Evil 9. Those are the only ones I'll ever trophy hunt, though. Everything else, I kind of just... I have this very... Okay, we were talking about JRPGs earlier. I have a very bad, like, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a habit, but I don't try to finish games. I will do everything in my power to not finish the story. Because I know that once I finish a story, I'll never play the game again. I don't know what it is. So I'll do all the side quests that I possibly can, but once I finish the main story, I'll never pick it up again. I think it's because I'm already satisfied and I just never play it. So there's like so much, especially in JRPGs, that you can do after the game ends, and I just never do it. Like all the secret bosses in Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, like I never I never touched it.
I've never fought Sephiroth, and that's one of the trophies.
You have to fight Sephiroth. Well, you can fight Sephiroth before the game ends. In number 2.
I know that. I'm talking about the first Kingdom Hearts.
During the what is it called? Coliseum?
Yeah, during the Coliseum.
Dude, you guys want to hear a horror story? I got one for you. Ready? I loved Kingdom Hearts 2 so much when I was in high school. I actually printed out, there's my age again. I printed out everything you needed to 100% the game. Why? Because no one knew what the next game was. Yet there was a secret ending in Kingdom Hearts 2 that alluded to Birth by Sleep, okay? So I wanted this thing bad, bro. More than my grades, you get what I mean? However, I had a neighbor who wanted to borrow the game. And being the person that I am, offered to let him borrow the game. I was at 99.9%. The only thing I had left to finish was the Coliseum in Hades. Hades Coliseum was the last one. Once I did that, I 100%ed the game. Okay, let my friend borrow it. Do you guys know what it's like when you paint your room or something like that and you get little droplets of paint here and there? All over my CD when he gave it back to me. I was like, are you out of your mind? You didn't put it back in the case? You just let these things fall onto my CD? And I was never able to finish Kingdom Hearts 2 100% on PlayStation 2. I had to wait, I think like 10 years before it came back out on PlayStation 4 before I beat it. That was my horror story. Anyways, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's fine. My horror story with Kingdom Hearts was trying to get the full story ending for Birth by Sleep, and I accidentally, because you have to play every single character's story to get the the secret ending. I accidentally deleted my Terra story, and Terra's the slowest darn character in the entire series.
Oh,
So I had to redo his entire playthrough all over
oh
on stream again.
no.
Chat was laughing at me.
That's so unfortunate.
I lived
Oh,
it
dude,
every
I would
day.
rage.
Oh, I did. I rage. Indeed, I rage. It was
Okay, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories made me actually rage, and I was a flesh tuber at that time, and chat like watched me punch my wall.
I love Chain of Memories. Oh no, I know.
I don't. Oh, you weren't here when I talked about it. Chain of Memories is literally the worst game in the entire series, with literally the greatest mechanic of all time, literally the greatest villain model design of all time. Marluxia, the final transformation is so beautiful. I want it IRL as like a 3D printed thing, but gosh, that game is awful. I love the mechanics of the cards. Man, it's just a bad one. Chain of Memories on the Game Boy, amazing. On PlayStation, sorry. Are we gonna fight? Are we gonna fight? I'm sorry. I had a very bad time with it.
No, no, that's how I feel about Dream Drop Distance and Recoded. Because
Mm-mm.
Recoded should have never been made, number one.
Mm-mm.
And then Dream Drop Distance was so like top tier for the DS with the two screens. And then when they remade it for like the PS4 version, and then I think PS4 version, yeah, PS4 version, and then they
Mm-mm.
reported it for the Xbox and PS5. I'm like, I never knew that that was the story of this game. Like it was literally it was a whole simulation, literally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Makes you want to drop kick somebody.
Recoded was a simulation as well. So it was two simulations. Like, but then you had like fake Pokemon following you, which actually was actually a really fun mechanic. But that's the dream,
I think they
the dreams, whatever they're called.
I think the mechanics part of all these games were very unique. I think they were a lot of fun. Terrible mistake. That's pretty fire. Chain of crap. Agreed. Chain of caca. I think the reason why I hated Chain of Memories the most was because it was okay. You know this because you played it. It is 3 rooms, boss fight.
Yeah.
3 rooms, boss fight. 3 rooms, final boss. That's a world, right?
But
And you do that for every world, which is fine.
no, 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 no.
I
Hold
guess.
on. But in Chain of Memories, there are certain doors, and if you pick the cards correctly, you could get like a healing room. You could get like a little bonus room. You just have to. That game was like really. It was really mathematical, and I suck with
Well,
math. But if you know the
well, it's
pattern,
still the 3 rooms.
oh
It
yeah,
still
it is.
satisfies the 3 rooms. One of those might be a healing room, but it's still 3 rooms, boss, 3 rooms, boss, 3 rooms, final boss,
So
right?
you're saying that you didn't play Riku's playthrough. You just played Zora's and or you didn't finish it. I did both playthroughs.
There's a Riku playthrough?
Oh, spoiler alert! Yeah, there's a Riku playthrough. If you finish Zora's, then you get the backstory of Riku, and then you play as Riku going through all
On the
those rooms
PlayStation
again.
1?
Yes,
What?
yes.
Bro.
Even the
Well,
Game
oh,
Boy,
okay.
even the Game Boy one. Yes.
Oh my god. Do you guys see what I mean? Do you guys see what I mean? What's that game I never pick it back up?
And I'm a
Okay, wait.
Kingdom Hearts fan. The chat can
Okay,
tell
the
you.
reason I hated it, okay, was because not only was it that repetitive, which I think was fine. I didn't mind that at all, because obviously it's a port from the Game Boy game.
Yeah.
But the final world was like 5 of them in a row. And I was like, this is so pointless. And I think somewhere along the line, if you died, you had to restart. And I was like, what? And then the final boss was so impossibly hard. And I had mastered the game. When I say mastered, I mean every what's it called? Time I clicked X, it was a combo. An amazing combo. I had my deck so stacked. And I still lost. Dude, I punched my wall. I was like, this is so unfair, and this is so long for no reason. And I couldn't finish it because it was so long on stream. That's why I was mad. That's why I hated that game. However, continue. You said there's another playthrough?
Yeah, Riku.
Okay. I might play it again. I might. Have you convinced me? I'm not sure yet.
If you do, let us know. I would like to witness your reaction.
I will play Kaka of Memories again if I check it out.
But you have to finish.
There's so many stories.
You have to finish Sora's first before you play Riku.
I did. I
Oh.
100% finished Doors,
So
yeah.
why you didn't play Riku? It shows right after at the end.
Because I hated it.
Like
That's why.
Can I post links? I think I can. Let's see.
Huh?
Can I post links?
Yes. Can you post the link? Is that what you said?
Yes.
To?
In the chat.
I'm slow. Are you posting a link to the game?
It's a YouTube video.
Ah, okay, yes. Please share.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't know there was another one. I think I was just so mad. I remember specifically Marluxia's model. I love the nun looking like transformation. And the final part of it was so intense. I loved that so much. But I hated the why it was so hard for no reason and it was so long for no reason. And that bothered the fire out of me. And so I think once it ended, I just turned it off. I don't even think I saw the final part.
See, so I'm gonna show you the Game Boy Advance. I don't care about the ad. And then as soon as you finish Sora and you watch the credits and all that, it's gonna say Riku's story, and this is the GBA art of Riku. It's not an emulator or anything. It's the original game, and it was super underrated.
What the flick?
Yeah. That's how they ported it for the PS4. Then after when they ported it for the PS4, they did it for the remastered edition.
What? You could play as Riku?
Yeah.
What? I was 2 years old when I found out you could play as Riku.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Hello? This like solves all of the story plot holes for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, when did this happen?
Because of Riku's
It
play,
would happen
it
here.
ties together.
No wonder, dude. I remember, obviously, Kingdom Hearts 2 was a huge jump in the story, but even Kingdom Hearts 3, they reference a bunch of stuff that I'm like, when did that happen?
And Riku's story,
Riku's
is,
story
better.
is better.
Yes, it is. It's same
What the
gameplay,
heck?
but the story is way better.
Okay, no. Now I'm gonna have to look it up on PlayStation.
Oh no, they
Riku
have the
Kingdom.
PlayStation. Yeah, they have the PlayStation one. It'll show you.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Same thing you gotta do. Just finish Sora, go to that.
I promise you, I will find the nearest toddler and I will trip them if this is true.
It is true. Can we give a shout out to Dizzy because time is almost up and it looks like I might have to switch over to my Switch. So give me a minute. If sound goes out, I'm sorry. My Go XLR is super sensitive.
There's a lot of story in this, huh? Not a lot of gameplay. Oh, it's all the cutscenes. That's why I'm kind of slow, chat. Here we go. Yuck!
Stuff.
I'm so sad. I am so sad.
Did it go out?
What happened to my face?
My sound?
No, I can hear you.
No? Okay, cool.
I'm so glad that you guys told me about that. I might play it. I'm in Kingdom Hearts. You're gonna have my boy crash out, dude. I'm really about to find the nearest toddler and trip them, bro. That's crazy. 2 years old. I think this whole interview has been awesome, but that was the cherry on top. Finding out that there's more to the game. What else don't I know? You know, I'm just now playing Dream Drop Distance. No. 3-something over 2 days. That one. That's the one I'm playing. I just now started playing it.
Man, that was a workout. What?
Nothing.
Better not be talking smack about me because I told you one of the darkest secrets.
Just so you know, chat, that never happened. That was AI. I didn't say anything.
So, Dizzy, any advice you want to give anyone in the chat before you go?
Do what you love, man. Do what you love. Do what you love and let it kill you. To quote one of my favorite songs, find what you love and let it kill you.
Thank you for taking over for I think it was 30, 40 minutes.
No problem. I had a lot of fun. Your chat's super talkative.
Yeah.
I enjoy that very.
Yeah, please follow and please give your schedule. I want to know your schedule. I won't be able to follow because I have to clean my 2,000 following list because I'm really bad at that. But I definitely I'm not opposed.
Yes.
But if you want to join the Discord server, you can. You don't have to. But I do have you on Discord. You're more than welcome to message me on. I forgot that command won't work. You have me on Discord. You can just ping me hey, I'm live. Don't overdo it. Just do it once in a while. especially if you're playing Riku Story.
I will overdo it. I will spam you every day. Just kidding. If you guys want to know my stream schedule, it is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. I only stream for 2 hours. I'm contemplating starting 30 minutes earlier and ending 30 minutes after, but currently my stream is 9 to 11 Central Standard Time p.m. every Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I love that. So before I end stream, I just want to give a big shout out to everyone who came. If you want to stick around, I will be back in about 5-10 minutes. I'm not going to be raiding out because I will be restarting stream for Tamagotchi Life because apparently Zach doesn't want to stay up with me. Rude.
I can't believe you, Zach. Can't believe you. I don't know who Zach is, but I can't believe you.
Zach is Zach Google Blue.
That's Zach. I can't believe you, Zach. Now I know which Zach we're talking about. How dare you?
It's not Zach from Final Fantasy, that's for sure.
Ugh, I'm sweating. I mean, what?
Oh no, don't get him started. Final Fantasy Crisis Core hit me hard. I did not like that story.
There is no better version of Zach than Advent Children. I will die on that hill.
I love that movie. You know what? That's another conversation for another day. Also, Dizzy, if I ever reinstall Valorant, I'll be sure to hit you up to do it again.
Yes, let's make it happen.
All right, everyone say bye to Dizzy.
Bye, everybody. It was nice meeting you guys. Thank you so much, Ali Dream, for the interview. I had so much fun.
I had fun too. Don't tell anyone what happened, especially with my AC.
I didn't hear. I don't remember anything.
Perfect. All right, guys. If you want to go chill with Dizzy before Dizzy ends stream, you can, and you can wait for me if you want and keep my chat popping. So, what did we pick? Did we pick play with meld features? Is that what we said, or are we playing the Switch? What I forgot what one. I did plug in the Switch, so I will set up for multi-streaming, which is going to be fun.
Okay, I actually am gonna head out, but
bye. Please before don't forget on the Discord server, just put your email address. I can email you this video.
Let me do it now so I don't forget.
And then your interview would be posted by the end of May.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much for having me. Good night, Zach. Good night, Dash. Thanks for keeping me company. Thanks, John, was it? Was that who it was earlier?
John Hawks.
Thank you, John, for hanging out too. Thank you to your community. I don't usually stream on the weekdays, so this was kind of fun, kind of a nice little surprise. So thanks for everybody else that came in.
Alrighty. Yes, chat.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. All right, give me 15 minutes. I'll be right back. Bye, y'all. Enjoy the song. Oh, that was not supposed to happen, but sure.
Look.
Oh, thank you for the follow. You don't have to do that. I feel bad. You better follow Dizzy. All right. I'll be right back. I don't know if I want to bring a fan to the for Tiggs. I'm gonna bring a fan for Tiggs. All right. I'll be back.